And we are live. Episode 4, baby.
I'm excited. 4 episodes deep already? I feel like we just started.
Bro.
Well, it kind of did just start. It's only 4
Kind
episodes.
of
But
did start.
So yesterday, fun fact, which I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm sure you guys.
hey,
keep
before
up
you start
with
your
the
story,
stats.
it's a tradition. Cheers, brothers.
Yo,
Oh
cheers.
shit! Hold on,
Cheers.
I gotta crack it.
Hold on. Matty Eyes
I had
not
to,
ready.
I had to crack it. I had to crack it, man.
Fuck
All
you
right, sorry to
drinking, man.
interrupt. I'm drinking, I think it's like a double, triple IPA. You know, I only do the best stuff.
What?
I
Not
only
even
do the
the
I
best
seen-
stuff, baby. I only
Pour
do
it
the
in there.
best.
It was like a fucking quadruple
Yeah, it was
quadruple
some
double IPA, man.
crazy ass stuff. But
So
sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
the stat I was gonna bring up is, as an official already dead podcast, the 28th, which was yesterday, we were officially 1 month in. So we're 1 month, 1 day official already dead podcast.
Oh, damn. A month?
And that's obviously not including like the mini pods, but official
That's
one
crazy.
1
A
month,
month.
1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1
1
second.
minute, 1 second,
Shit.
1 millisecond. God damn, bro, we cooking.
Just can't
We
be
a month
fun.
though. That's crazy. That's
That-
crazy.
Time flies
Okay.
when
There we go.
Dude,
just having
time
fun.
flies when you have a podcast once every week.
Hey,
But before we even start any of this, how was your guys' day? What happened? Any crazy stuff? I already know Luke got he probably gonna pull up with the so there's 13 gardener snakes and I freaking had 10 brooms. I didn't know what to do with the other 3.
only 10 brooms.
They came back with reinforcements now.
Yeah. But you guys' day's going good or what?
Yeah, dude, just busy,
Yeah,
busy.
a normal day,
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Same here,
normal
same here.
boring day.
I'm following
yeah.
everyone back right now who has followed the channel already because
Same
we're trying to hit that
Stuff
50
different
followers.
day. I think I coined that phrase.
Like you created it.
Yeah, same shit, different day. I'm pretty sure I made that up.
I don't know about that.
But or
Dude, we just
coined the phrase.
Harder.
we just lagged for a hot minute. I don't know what just happened.
It's all good. It's all good.
God, dude, I got like sunblock in my eyes, dog. Shit hurt.
Sunblock. Why you got sunscreen on?
Gotta keep them rays off me, you know.
Dude, I don't remember the last time I've worn sunscreen.
He's pasty, man.
I have to be in the sun for a hot minute before I burn, but
But
it turns into a tan. But like when
I feel like Luke's not pasty though.
when I get sunburned, dude, I just get like migraines. So like today,
Oh,
I was
okay.
wearing a snapback with the snap to the front and the hat to the back, So I
Okay,
threw on
okay.
sunblock. So I was like, I ain't trying to get burned.
Okay. Fair enough. What were you
Everybody got
doing
time.
so that you didn't have to get burnt?
Okay, so we can go into that. So I started the power washing back up since like the weather's getting nice and it's about to be summertime. But everyone keeps going into window cleaning. So I've been doing that for the past like 2 weeks on days I have free. And yesterday I put up an ad looking for like workers to hire on some staff, and I got a couple people interested, and it's so tough, dude, trying to find people who are like looking to get paid. Like it's like, hey, I'll offer you 20 to 30 bucks, 20 to 35 bucks an hour depending on your skill level or your already qualifications plus bonuses. And like, oh, that'd be tight. Okay. Like, perfect example. I had 2 people hit me up today and was like, yeah, bro. I was like, hey, just, it was like a husband and wife type duo. So I was like, yo, send me your guys' info. I'll tell you where to be at tomorrow. we'll get rocking and rolling. Like, I'll cut checks, do this, do that, give him the whole rundown. All right, cool. And I said, do you guys have reliable transportation? That's another thing. A lot of people, dude, don't even have a license. Or like, oh, I did. Oh, like there's always something. I'm like, how do you not have reliable transportation? Like, obviously everyone's got their own like everyone's got their own story, but like
Yeah.
these people, I spent about 30, 40 minutes talking to them on the phone, doing like a little interview type thing. I'm like, yo, you guys sound like a good fit. We won't know until like you give it a shot. Just
Yeah.
send me your info before 6 p.m. so I can have everything ready, set the schedule. Nothing. And I'm like, all right. And so like today, in hopes that they hit me up in time, I have someone else. There's like a high schooler who's like, yeah, I can do weekends. I'm like, cool, bro. Like, let's do it. And so he's gonna start at 3 p.m. tomorrow because that's when he gets out of school or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So what do? I go start setting appointments, dude. I set 10 appointments ranging from, 300 bucks all the way down to 99 bucks a home. So like we're going to clear a lot of money tomorrow, but I set all these appointments in,
And people are flaking.
yes, in theory, like, oh, I'm going to have 3 workers plus myself. So
Yeah.
4 total people pumping out houses, and then doom, ghosted. I'm like, all right. So allegedly one of my homies is going to pull up and help. And then this kid had 3. So there should be two of us. And then once 3 hits 3, but dude,
Okay.
we'll see.
So
It's so
I have some
tough.
questions. I have some questions about that. Do you
Okay,
think
okay.
that you're like, is a too good to be true scenario that people are like, I don't know if this guy's fake or not?
Dude, I was actually thinking about that because, the way I was explaining it is like the way I have it set up right now, and I'm sure it's subject to change, but I'm like, okay, so if we in a perfect situation, right? So every home that I've done solo, I go through the whole sales pitch, and yeah, it's usually $349, but I'm here today, $249. So, and then you get tips on top of it as well. We don't ask for tips, but some people just tip, right?
Yeah.
And so when people are calling me, it's like, oh, how do I get paid? I'm like, well, some people prefer cash. I prefer going through my business and cutting a check, but we do daily bonuses. So the way I was explaining it to these people is like, hey, every 3rd house that we complete, you're going to get a small bonus. Because as like the
Just to kind of keep them
business,
around, just so that
right, gets
Keep-
people
keep 'em
motivated,
excited.
yeah,
gets
yeah.
people motivated. Like you're getting daily money, and obviously
Some
the more house,
incentives.
exactly, the more
Yeah.
houses we get done, the more money I make, which in return they make more as well.
Mhm.
So I'm like, okay, we can get 10 houses a day, which is like insane amount of money. 4
Yeah.
to 5 houses, you're already clearing like $1,000 like after
Yeah.
paying. So it's just like, but it could be a factor of, oh, this does sound too good to be true.
So do you like, you call them, you text them, like you FaceTime them, you like, are you asking for a resume? Are you asking for?
Yeah. So last year I had this guy. He's like, hey, I'm not gonna name names, dude. Some
What?
some dude, some dude hits me up. He calls me. It was like this is during one of Brooks' like little softball games. Like calls me up at like 8 p.m. and I was like, hello. He's like, hey, I saw a job listing. I'm not looking to get my home washed, but I'd love to work for your business. And I was like, all right, cool. Meet me at wherever you want to meet at. Oh, well, I don't have transportation. So in my head, I'm like, okay, like he's close to me. I can give him rides to wherever we go, whatever. So I meet him at this like sports bar. That's like a ran down sports bar here. And, he was like, this is my story. So I did like a little job interview. I said, cool, bro. Like, you start when can you start? I can start tomorrow. All right, cool. Be at this location tomorrow at, whatever time. Okay, cool. I get home and I hella forgot that he just got done telling me he doesn't have a car to get there. So I have to go pick him up. And this dude, he wasn't sketchy, but I was like, I'm gonna practice on one of my friends' homes before we go to like a legit house.
Yeah.
So I call up one of Brooks' friends. Hey, we're gonna come wash your windows right now. Like, act like a customer. Oh, okay. Knock on the door. Do the whole thing. And bro, this dude was like a hard worker. Like he was climbing up on like the window seal ledges and just going for it. I was like, yo, we can't be doing that on like multi-million-dollar houses, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And but yeah, there's and then come to find out like he just needed to be paid for the day because he turned out to do drugs, and so it's real, dude. It's so tough
Oh, so he just need that quick money.
for the day. Yeah, he just needed it for the day. So it's
Shit. Okay,
tough.
yeah, I feel like that would be tough.
It's so tough
get
trying to find someone nowadays that's like looking to make a good living, because you can make $300-400 plus a day, like just window.
Yeah,
cleaning.
what do you think, like, if you got X amount of people that you could be like, okay, I'm looking for people. These are freaking ride or dies right here. What is your goal of like, okay, I want to get X amount of workers so that we can do the area of whatever area you're in, whatever county you're in.
Right.
What is your like long term for this?
So I'm looking to have, I'm short term, like in the next month or two, I'm looking to have like 5 to 10 people on a team, one in this part of, Nevada and one in this part of Nevada, still in the same county because it's a
Okay.
big county, but have like little teams, and I'm just pulling up, just making sure everything's going good. If someone needs help, I'm helping because I'm providing all of the equipment. All I need is people to work.
People to
And
work.
so the goal is, it's like
Hopefully have a truck.
right, yeah, get like a little
Yeah,
work truck.
yeah.
And it's a water fed pull system, so that should be here pretty soon. But essentially, it's a huge filter that's on wheels, so you connect the hose to it that connects to this huge long pole and filters out all the minerals and all the like
Yeah.
nasty stuff that leaves.
So you won't leave the crusties on the
Yeah,
window.
so as of right now, we're just doing the good old fashioned brush and squeegee. But with
Okay.
this method is you literally take the screen off, you rinse down the window, and you scrub it, and then you rinse it. And dude, you don't have to dry it. You don't have to do anything else. No chemicals, no
It
nothing,
leaves
dude.
no watermarks. Or
Yeah.
anything.
So if
Hey,
you're hustling, you can get a 20+ window house done in under 2 hours if you're by yourself. With two people, that cuts it in half, right? So now you're looking at like an hour. But with the water fed pull system, dude, someone taking off screens, someone just brushing it, dude,
Right,
you can
yeah.
get that done in like 45 to 30 minutes.
okay.
And so if you got 3 people on a home, bro, you can knock it out in 30 minutes. So that's the goal.
Okay.
And
Hey, that's
right,
not bad, though.
yeah, so we'll see how tomorrow goes, because I have
Yeah.
like 10, 11 appointments, like confirmed appointments, like straight up, like, yeah, okay, send me the link, send the invoice, whatever. And so it's like just kind of like the first power washing job I ever got. Like, hey, could you do this gas station and hotel or casino? Yeah, bro, I do that shit all the time. And then it's like, all right, now I got to figure out how to get it done. So we'll see. We'll see
Yeah,
how
I remember that. Yo, man,
Yeah, dude,
Matty,
you call
you wanna
me
come
too,
up for the
like, hey,
weekend?
bro, like, yo, I need your help. I'm like, dude, I can't.
Oh.
If you would have told me like months in advance, I would have been able to
Bro,
put in some leave. I would have been able to help.
Same thing. And like after I get done with that job, someone calls me out in Carson City. It was like a Section 9 or what's it called? Section 9, right? The housing section.
Section 8.
Section 8. Like it was this huge complex with like 20 units, like 20 individual housing units. They're like, yo, we're about to get inspected by the government. We need to make sure all of our gutters are clean. I'm like, yeah, we do that all the time. Like we are licensed and insured, but like when it comes to that, like now I have to worry about getting on roofs. So I'm reaching out to everyone. Same thing. Yo, I'll pay you $300. You pull up today because we sent out this bid. We got X amount of money for it. And we spent $2,000 on equipment from Home Depot. After we used it, I returned it. So it's like I pocketed a ridiculous amount of money. And so, it's always something. It's always something. But yeah, if you have a lot of people helping that same mindset, motivated, want to make money,
Yeah,
like it's game over. So
I feel like, yeah, the quick money just to get people like, hey, I'll do it. But like, I feel you need to, we're gonna get these houses done, then I'll pay. Do you pay them after every house?
No, end of the day. End of the day.
End of the day.
Or again, if we do it the way I want it to be done, because some
Should
people
be
are like,
yeah.
every 2 weeks, like a normal paying job,
Yep.
or every
Yep.
week.
Yep.
Because I have QuickBooks, I have ADP, so that's why I was using last
Yeah.
year's ADP. But again, it's like when you're spending $300-400 on the subscription for ADP for the payroll service, and then someone quits or this and that, like now you're paying money for their spot that's not even being used anymore. So it's
gotcha.
it's tough.
Kind
It's
of
tough.
it's kind of like a gamble almost.
Yeah.
Like,
Being a one man show, it sucks because you're doing the sales and the cleaning, and then like it's tough.
yeah, I don't know how you do it, bro. One
Yeah.
job for me is like, I ain't about to do 13 other jobs. Hell no.
It's all about the money. All
You
about the
miss
money.
me. It is about the money, but you also gotta have some sanity left too.
Right? Yeah, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, I bet. But hey, that's good
Same,
for you. That's
same,
all I gotta say.
same with the car detail. I called Matty up one day. I said, "Yo, Matty, if I open up a shop down there for the auto detail,
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about
you
that one.
gonna quit Folsom Lake or what?" He said, "Shit, let me think about it." Like, I'm always trying to get Matty.
Never called him back.
I'm always trying to get Matty in on.
I totally
starting
forgot
some
about
stuff.
that.
But no, it's
Oh,
fun.
man.
Hey, that's good that you have that go-getter in you. Like,
Yeah.
for people that don't know this person, this man, there's a song, I think the Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour.
Yeah.
That is a song about Lucky Luke right there.
Always going.
That is, yes, it's always like, I don't think he's ever called me when he's at his house.
I do.
He's charging his Tesla because he's got to make
Yo.
13 other different stops. Like, this man is never home.
Yeah, Brooks getting on me that lately, like recently about it. Like, you're never home. I'm like, dude, just grind. Just
You
grind.
want Skylar to have diapers?
Oh man.
But yeah, you good for you though, bro. Good for you.
Always doing
Good for you. I love it.
But,
I love it.
yeah, like this morning, woke up at 6, took a look at some crypto, went back to bed, woke up back at 8, and just been go since 8. And but yeah,
Good
dude,
for you, bro.
It's crazy.
Good for you.
but
So, this is kind of what you do. So let's kind of talk about everyone's profession. You kind of just got the surface of what you do, because there's 1,300 other things that you do.
we don't need to go into
But-
everything I do. But
Yeah, but like, what is your? How do you provide? Basically, what's your soul? Not your soul, but like your. How do I word this? Like,
Your main
Your main income.
Your main income.
yes.
Yeah.
So I've been day trading since 2016. And well, I'll spend like 3 minutes on me because there's a lot of
no,
stuff
just
I do.
bro.
But even back in high school, like me and the buds, we'd play poker on the weekends. So
Okay.
the day I graduated high school, moved down to San Diego, and I was surfing a lot. And then I got into playing poker at actual casinos because there was a lot of 18 and up casinos down in San Diego. Hence some of the tattoos I got on my fingers. And for a hot minute, dude, I was on a good poker run. So all I was doing was playing poker, and then moved back up. Well, actually, I got in a motorcycle accident, so then I got into like selling cars as well. So I got into the car selling industry, and then
And that's how you met Matty, correct?
yeah. So then I moved. I actually transferred up to, because I was at Westlow Chevy down in Carlsbad, and I transferred up to Folsom Lake Chevy. And the reason why I had to go at Folsom is because I had 1 point or 2 points on my driving record. I think it was 1 point. And like, to be able to work at Roseville, you have to have like a clean driving record, and it doesn't
Most
matter.
car dealerships. you have to
Yeah.
be squeaky clean.
Right. And like the Chevy dealership saw all like my stats through Chevy from out in San Diego, and they're like, yeah, pull up. So I'm like, okay, cool. Start working at Chevy, and just kind of was not feeling it. Um, I think I went to Folsom to look for a car for Brooke, and actually Tom was in the booth, and I didn't tell anyone, hey, I'm a car salesman. So I'm like negotiating against Tom, and he goes, oh, you sound like a car salesman. You sold cars before? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit, and he's like, man, why don't you come work for us? And I was like, all right, bet. So yeah, pulled up, met Matty right off the rip. We started kicking it off, and met a few other of the cool guys out there, and obviously COVID hit, and that day forward, I was like, yo, I'm never working for someone again, like, because you get so complacent, like getting your paycheck, and then when that gets cut off, you're like, oh man. So then I started getting heavily back into, especially with the COVID money, I started getting a lot more into like day trading again. And the rest is history. Like once they're like, hey, you can come back. So it's like, all right, cool. I came back. Matty wasn't there at the time. I said, yo, where's my boy Matty? And I went to one of the desk guys and I said, yo, get Matty back or I quit. Or if you do bring Matty back, if you don't hit the sales goal, like fire me. And Matty comes back. Matty performs, bro. Like, and I ended up bouncing anyway. I knew I was going to move out of California, but that's when like I started being a dickhead at the dealership and was like, no hats. So we started this, we started the hat gang, so we're wearing hats on the point because nothing in the procedure said nothing about you can't wear hats. And then I started wearing earrings, and like you're not supposed to wear any like crazy jewelry or earrings or something like that. I'm like, where's it say? And like the GM, one day I put in these cross earrings, and he comes pulling up hell. And like when you see the owners pull up, everyone just scatters, dude. Like act like you're doing this or you hide or whatever. Dude, I'm just chilling, dude. I'm standing out front, big ass smile on my face when he's driving by, and he stops. He goes, "Hey, Luke, come over here." So I like go walking over. It's like, yo, what's up, so and so? And he was like, so what's the stuff I'm hearing about you wearing earrings and stuff? And I'm like, oh, it's like religion, it's like my religion's telling me I have to wear my earrings and this and that. And he's like, okay, hey, I'll see you in my office tomorrow. And I'm like, I bet. So then we have like this long meeting, and one of the desk guys wasn't really like about me wearing it. And I'm like, this fool just hates me, bro. Like, so there was a lot of drama, but I already knew I was leaving anyway, so I didn't care.
Yeah,
so
you were like, fuck it.
Yeah, but that day forward, dude, like once I moved up to Nevada, just started day trading heavily, and starting more and more businesses. Like right now, one of my favorite businesses that I actually have like a ton of passion for. Every business I've started is obviously because I'm passionate about it. But like the soaps, like I'm passionate about it. But once I got like lye in my eye, which is a very dangerous chemical, and it got in my eyes and I had to go to ER, flushing my eyes out. I ain't a soap maker no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fun to do. It's fun to make soap.
My eye. Oh my.
Yeah, it's fun to make soap, and that's a whole nother process. But like it's kind of dangerous, especially when you have little ones running around and like you have, hey, don't go in the garage because it's just like that's tough. But I love starting businesses. I love taking them to the next level. But then like there's always something more. Like what else could I be doing? And like right now, I feel like I'm kind of at that breaking point where it's like I'm doing too much, so I'm starting to look for help with those businesses. But yeah, just been doing everything I can solo. Like I'm not really a good person to work with. I'm good to work with people, but when it comes to being told like what to do and when to do, it's kind of like, yeah, like that's just not me. I'm not built for it. I'm not hating on jobs. Like I think there's some jobs out there that are like that'd be dope, but like, hey, it's like, nah, dude, like I want to do it. Right. So, but that's what I do, and I'm always doing something. But again, I can sit here all day talking about every single one of my businesses, but it's like it's.
I was gonna ask you what happened with the soap.
Yeah, dude, the
I was just
soap.
thinking about that. I
Man,
was taking a shower, my bar of soap like disintegrated, and I was like, I wonder if Luke is still in the soap game,
dude,
right?
I made so much soap, and again, soup like that was my like peacetime, like from working all day, and then I'd go and make it during like a batch at nighttime, make like 12 bars, and it's super fun. It's peaceful. You throw on headphones and you're making your own soap that's like actually good for your body. It's like all natural ingredients, everything. It's super sick. But that one experience where, again, it's kind of my fault because I didn't have the proper safety glasses. I started getting a little too cocky, and I was like, and that one little splash or the fume got in my eyes. Not a good day. Like the stuff, dude, they put these like contacts that wrap around like the back of your eyeball and just start pumping fluid in your eyes, dude, for like 30
Eesh.
minutes, like the saline solution or whatever. So I'm sitting there for, I'm like drenched. They put like a little blanket over me at the ER, and he's like, all right, I'll be back. So like for 45 minutes, you're just staring at this like blurry, just pumping water through your eyes. And I'm like, dude, I already have diabetes. My eyesight's going away already. Like, now I got chemicals in my eye that are causing like burns. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. So maybe I'll circle back on it, but yeah, I'm out the soap game. Out the soap game.
Not the soap game. All right.
But Matty, tell us what you be doing, Matty.
Well, as Luke already said, I'm in the car business, but there was something funny that I remembered about Luke when he first started.
Oh no.
He'd always like he'd walk by every time, just like on the phone, on the phone. He'd just walk by. I'm like, bro, who you on the phone with? Like, finally, I like cut him off one day, and I was like, yo, what's up? Like, what's up? Like, introduce ourselves, and the rest was history. Here we are. Here we are
Yeah,
today.
right.
But yeah, I'm in the car business. I'm part of the internet sales team, so I take care of all the auto trader customers, all the car guru people, True Car, Costco, all that kind of stuff. Um, Very interesting job. I love it. I love the car business.
How long have you been doing it?
This is be my 5th year in the car business.
5th year. Okay.
hmm
So you say internet, that means like show me the car fox and like that
So if you're
type of
looking for a
stuff.
car, no, for instance, if you're looking for a car, most
No.
most people look for their cars on the internet now. So they'll go to truecar.com,
Okay.
and that'll generate what we call a lead, and the lead will go to XYZ dealership depending on what type of car they're looking for. So for instance, if you're looking for a Chevy 1500, it's going to go to your 3 closest Chevy dealerships, and all 3
Okay.
of those people are basically going to compete to sell Dr. Carter a car.
Okay.
Um, and it's like that. There's a ton of different websites like that too. There's Car Gurus, there's Carfax, there's Auto Trader, there's all kinds of
Yeah.
different
Yeah, the car
websites that
tax. Yeah,
handle.
see?
Yeah, there's all types of different websites that handle that kind of thing.
That's the way you said it though. Show me the car fox.
Well, yeah, because
Carfax.
that's the commercial, isn't it?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah, it is.
But so
Um,
okay, so someone that doesn't know anything like, are you strictly dealing with people that are online and you don't have to interact with people, or like once
no,
they get there, then that's when your show starts?
exactly. So no, not that's not when it starts. It starts the second I get your information. I get Dr. Carter lives in Los Angeles,
Whoa! Just kidding.
has XYZ trade in, wants XYZ car. It's then my job to just start trying to initiate contact with you. And a lot of people nowadays, they don't want to talk on the phone.
Yep.
Most people want to do text.
Yep.
So most of my conversations are held over text.
Dang, that's
But my
crazy.
main job is to get them into the dealership, and whether that's disclosing price to get them in, if that's disclosing what financing is looking like. If there's certain people that won't come in unless you do all these things for them. There's other people that'll just oh, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I got time at 1. All right, I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like that's a very stressful job then.
It can be. It's that's the beauty of the car business though, because it can at times. It's like I don't do shit all day.
Yeah.
And then there's times where
Where you're
I'm
just
stuck
constantly,
emailing,
yeah,
calling, selling
yeah.
a car. I'm there till
Okay.
11 o'clock at night. I got there at 7:30 this morning.
Yeah.
It's just there's days like that. It can go either way, really.
Yeah. Okay. So are you trying to get them the best deal if they're nice and if they're dickheads? Or do you like
Well, okay, see, so this is the double-edged sword for
Yep. Yep.
the car business, especially being internet. Internet, most of the time you're gonna get the best deal you possibly can.
Yeah.
Um, But at the end of the day, I still get paid on profit. Like I still get a commission off the profit. So
Yeah.
my goal is to
Just sell.
make a profit. Um, but you can't do that with everybody because all this information is out there, and
Yep.
there's still some people that you can make a little bit of money off of. And um, one of my favorite sayings is profit is not a bad word,
Facts.
because a lot of people think that I should just lose money every time I sell a car.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Give, because I am so in. Do you have customers that know like how Luke went in and was like, "Have you sold cars before?" But like, do you? My cat's out. Oh,
Cat's out of the bag.
come here.
We're about to
Come
watch Ryan
here.
get jumped on stream. Hey, everyone listening, stay tuned because Ryan's gonna have a crazy story about this cat that is now
Come here.
walking out.
Hi. You'll be able to see. He's about to go to use cat litter or she. I'm sorry to
I think I
interrupt.
know what Ryan's about to say, so I'll just say it for him. So, Maddie, do you have customers that already know this is the car they want? This is the price that they're looking to pay. This is their monthly payment they're about to try being at, but they're playing hardball. Like, hey, like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't like just grinding you. Like, you got customers
Yeah,
that do that.
yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. But there's the same thing with that too, though. There's also that person that says, if you can get it for me for this price, I'm on my way, check in hand. Like
Right.
there's that guy. There's always those people too. And that's kind of half and half with those. But there's always those customers. You give them everything they ever fucking wanted in the deal, and then they get there and they just want more. They want more. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm tapped out. We're
Right.
rock
But
bottom here, dude. I
I,
can't do
I,
anymore.
that's what I was kind of gonna ask. But do you have people that were like, they know their shit and they
Yeah.
know that they can freaking boom? Hey, this is whatever car terms that you guys use. I know that in section 4, paragraph A, sub paragraph X, like I can get this shit. Like, like people, because people do that. People wanna scam the system.
Are you talking about like when other car salesmen come by a car? Is that what you're
Not
asking?
not
Or?
even the car salesman, just someone that is very knowledgeable about. They
S-
did their research for like years or
Well,
months
to be
or
honest,
whatnot.
like buying a car and selling a car is so cut and dry nowadays.
Oh, really?
There's really nothing that is hidden anymore. Like all the information's out there. All the manufacturers post the interest rates, like, oh, as long as you're this score or better, you get this rate. So there's no hiding interest rates anymore like
Okay,
they did back in
okay.
the day. There's no flipping odometers. There's Carfaxes and all this shit now.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but I mean, yeah, there's always going to be that one person that thinks you're trying to pull one over on them because they've
yeah,
heard the horror stories of car
yeah,
dealerships.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
mean,
Okay.
it's my favorite one of my favorite customers I ever get is lawyers. You get like the fresh
Right.
lawyer, and he'll sit there and read all the contracts, and he's like checking this and checking that, and then you got the lawyer that's been a lawyer for 30 years, and he just like, yeah, sign,
Right.
sign, sign, because he knows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So 5 years. Is this something that you're gonna be doing maybe for the rest of your life, or is there like,
I would like to. I love the car business. I always
yeah?
wanted to be in the car business. If I wasn't in the car business, I would want to be a lawyer, but
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
really do what I should have in school to pursue that career. But
It's never too late.
I
Yeah,
love the car.
yeah,
I love everything about the car
yeah.
business.
That's good. That's good though.
So hopefully one
Okay,
day it could be
okay.
a
So
GM somewhere. That'd be the goal.
So, for anyone that's in the Folsom area, tell them where you're located so that if you want to buy a car.
Nah, we won't disclose that
Okay.
information.
Okay.
I don't want to lose a bunch of money to these people.
They're like, hey, we saw podcast episode 4, bro, and you were
if you
saying some
if you're
crazy ass
interested in a
shit.
car, you can reach out to me personally, and I'll help you out.
And here's this number right here. Just kidding. But that's dope. That's dope. I know nothing about cars, and I know that off once we were done with our podcast, like I kind of like, hey, bro, like I kind of want to get a car. This is what I want. And you're like, well, just let me know, like if if you really want it, and I'll get you, I'll get you set up for it. So
Yeah, I'll show you everything. I'll give you rock bottom. You know me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we started buying Brooks' brand new car, and that's the fun. I love negotiating. I love, especially when you know like some of the little tricks and this and that. And um, when I got into the business, for example, let's say Ryan, you traded in your car, and the car's is paid off, right? And your car's worth 20 grand. If I were to go up to you and be like, "Hey, we'll take your car in. Your car's worth 10 grand." Back in the day, we would split that $10,000 profit. So there's new laws now where dealerships
Oh,
can't do
okay.
that anymore. So
Um,
which is good for buyers, right? And so when we were buying Brooks' brand new car, I went to 3 different dealerships, and especially the ones up here were not looking to sell. So I reached out down to Roseville and was like, "Yo, you beat this price, you do this, and you deliver the car, I'll buy it right now." Boom. They delivered it. We didn't have to go anywhere. They signed paperwork, and then the kid Ubered back, dude. That was so weird. He was waiting outside my house because I was like, "Yo, where's this guy's chase car?"
No one
Like,
fucking chased
dude,
one. That's
and he was like, because I asked him too, like when I'm sitting there, and I was like, "Where's your like chase car?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna Uber back." I was like, "What? You're gonna Uber back? That's
how far was the Uber?
like 2.5 hours
2 hours,
away."
2.5 hours.
Yeah, and
But
he
that's gonna be put on the company, right?
yeah, a
I
hundred
would
percent.
assume.
Yeah, because
I
I
would
asked him,
hope.
I said, "Oh, so no chase cars?" Like, yeah, I'm Ubering back. I'm like, damn. And I was like, first question after that, I go, "How long you been in the car business?" And he was like, "Oh, this is gonna be my first year coming up in a couple months." And I was like, "Oh, they had some green pea doing a half deal, going 2.5 hours away to." Man, this man spent 5 hours to do a delivery for half a deal. I'm like, man, but they got him for sure. But he was cool. He did a whole rundown of the car. He knew like every single thing. I'm not a Ford guy, so this was a first Ford for me. And but it's Brooke's car, so I had her listen to his thing.
Like, good for you buying a Ford.
But it's a cool car, dude. Ford Broncos are tight. I hop in my
The
Wrangler,
Broncos are dope.
dude. I hopped in
Broncos
my
are dope.
Wrangler. I'm like, shit's a 2022 or a 23. I'm like, man, this feels old compared to what the Broncos got.
Hey, hop in my 2012 Honda Civic and tell me how old that is. Someone,
Man.
speaking of, since we're on the topic of cars, was driving. I always back into my spots. Always. I
Oh
will
no.
never pull forward. So I back in. And the person I was with, she was like, "Man, what's weird is I was looking for the review or for the camera." And I'm like, "What you like? Come
Backup
on,
camera.
bro.
Chill, girl.
Back.
Chill.
I hate backup cameras. I watch people use them, and I'm like, dude, I still don't know how you use them. Like, cause the lines and this and that. The only thing that I feel like the cameras are good for is to see how far you're about to hit the car.
Or making sure there's nothing behind you. But
But you
I
got
mean,
freaking
once you learn, well, no, like when you put the car in reverse, it shows you what's directly behind you.
Well,
There's
well,
no,
yeah. Oh,
unless
yeah,
you
yeah,
watch
yeah,
the
yeah,
deck,
yeah.
there's
Unless I'm
no
like
telling.
laying right here, like, oh, hopefully he
That's
hits
why
me.
backup cameras are
It's
a
like,
standard safety feature now on cars.
oh,
Um,
okay.
but no, backup camera, like I still use my mirrors and stuff too, but I love having the backup camera because it has
The
the lines that
lines, yep.
shows you exactly where my truck's gonna go.
But the line, I feel like the lines don't work.
They do on mine, at least. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm
If
I'm
I
very
line them lines up, dude, and I'll just whoop, and I could fly into a spot.
like I said, this car is my newest car that I've ever had, and it's a 2012. So I feel like I'm kind of due for a new car. And luckily, like I know people that are in the car business. Huh?
You do?
So, but like I know a lot of people, and this is what with the newer population and everything, like, and not even the newer population, everyone wants the best thing.
Yeah.
Like, and they're
Well,
like,
that's
"Oh, I'm gonna get this car. I'm gonna get this car. I'm gonna get this car," and it's just like now you gotta worry about car payments. Your insurance is going up, freaking,
yeah.
and which is crazy to me that the color of your car will increase your insurance by so much. Like if it's red, that shit's going. That's just skyrocketing.
Hmm.
It's like why?
I don't know. It's more visible.
Oh,
maybe
it's
because
more.
of
Yeah,
tickets or something.
yeah.
But the most pulled over color car is white
It's white.
because that is white because
I
that's
thought
the
it was
most
red.
popular. Nope, it's white because white's the most popular color car.
Well, yeah, I feel like white or black is like the best looking car, but now I like the freaking that- Luke's color. It's like the tannish
Oh,
freaking
like the sand
sand, yeah,
one.
and then you get that matte matte sand. That looks clean.
Murdered out
That looks
windows gonna make it pop.
clean. Yeah, no, it will. Quit driving that fishbowl, bro.
so,
Quit driving that
so
fishbowl.
Dr. Carter, what do you do for a
Uh,
living, bro?
uh, four scores. 75 years in the past. Now, for everyone who doesn't know, hold on, yellow and red cars stand out more, so statistically they get pulled over more. See?
But
Red.
again, the most pulled over car is white
Let me look this up.
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll agree with the car
because
dealer man.
the most popular color.
But yeah, yellow and red are the ones that, because I've always been told like it's easier to see a red car going freaking 90 miles an hour than seeing like a freaking green, tan, anything else. Like because it pops. You're just like, woo.
So this is a statistic from
But
March
but
22.
pulled over for speeding, not pulled over in general.
I mean, this says this study shows the top color for getting pulled over is white, while red is second most likely, and gray and silver come third, fourth place. That was updated in March 2022. Not as much changed in the past few years since initially researched. We researched
Okay.
which cars received the most tickets.
Okay.
It's just simply because there's more white cars
There's
than
just more.
anything.
Yeah.
Then here's an American Auto draft that says which color gets pulled over the most often. The urban legend that red cards get pulled over more often, but same thing goes down to
Legend
white
has
cars,
it.
which sucks because
There's a red car getting pulled over right now.
all my cars and motorcycles white. So I don't
Yeah.
like seeing that. I thought it was red and yellow or whatever. Just like
Yeah, I thought it was red to be honest, just because it's such a bright looking car.
right.
But you will never catch me with a red or yellow car.
I
I've
thought
had
your
a
car
red
is
and a
red.
yellow car.
I thought your
Or
car is
blue.
red.
I've had red, yellow, and blue.
Right.
I've had blue. My Chevy S10.
That was
My
tight.
WRX was blue.
I had a red car and that was in Florida. It was a 2000 Honda Civic.
That's the
Uh,
car I was thinking of. That red one.
yeah.
You ever had a yellow car?
No, no. But I did have a matte black Scion TC. That
What about that
shit
black
was,
Chevy S10 you
and
had?
then that black
That shit
lowered
was
on.
sick. That
Dude,
was
that shit was clean. Hey, so funny story about that. Since we're again on the topic of cars, um, I'm a very impulsive buyer, and this was gonna be my first car after my Chevy S10, so my second car, I guess you could say, and I was going through Craigslist when Craigslist was still a thing. I don't know if it still is. I'm pretty sure it's
I'm
not.
sure it is.
It is, but it ain't like
It's not Craigslist like
you
we know it.
you don't want to go on there no more, man.
So I see this car, and it's a 2000 Chevy Silverado. Is matte black, shaved door handles, lowered on 22s, just all blacked out. And I was like, yo, I want this car. I want this car. I don't even give a shit what. Again, very impulsive buyer, so I don't care about how many miles. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. This car had 230,000 miles.
Jesus.
I dropped $6,800 on this thing just
Jesus.
because it looked cool, right? Again, I was 19 years old. I was like, dude, I got 19-year-old money, you know what I'm saying? It's infinite. So I get it. Love it. Just whipping around everywhere. Got a system like clean, clean, clean. And then all of a sudden it was not clean, clean, clean. Oh, if you could if you want to take a look in the back, you can't really see it, but my cat's straight taking a dookie in the back.
Oh
Nah, I
man,
can't see
Right
it.
there.
I don't know
At
if I
least
want to see it though.
I don't.
So I was like, dude, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this. I don't know how. Who's gonna take it? I'm not gonna get my money back. So in comes, I put it on freaking Craigslist. This dude who had a red 2000 Honda Civic was like, "Hey, bro, I'll straight trade you." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "I just want to check out the car first. I want to check out the truck." I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, check it out." I don't. This dude checks out the truck. He's like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's meet up this place, all this kind of stuff." Mind you, the car that I'm trading for is a manual car. Never driven a manual car in my life.
It's the best way to learn. Just buy one.
Oh, it was the greatest way to learn because the most awkward shit ever. Because when I pulled up, it was just me and my freaking ex-wife. We pull up, and this freaking Chevy Silverado, and he's got like 10 goons with him. I'm like, oh my god. And they're like looking at the truck, they're doing this, they're doing that. This dude put on I don't know how familiar you guys were with headlights, but he had the 3K headlights, the bright ass yellow
Oh
ones,
yeah.
as the headlights. Not the fog lights, the headlights. He's like, yeah, these are. I was like, those are legal, right? And this was in the state of Florida. I didn't know Florida laws. He's like, no, but you should be fine. I'm like, brother, like I'm learning how to drive a manual right now. You're setting me up for failure. So he finds like, yeah, we're good, we're good. Give him the pink slip, title, all that kind of stuff. Bro, I start reversing, and I don't know if you guys have ever driven a manual car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it is not. I'm talking to the chat. I know you've driven a manual
Oh.
car.
I was like, yeah, for sure.
I start putting this thing in reverse, and I'm just like this. And all of them are watching me, and I am so embarrassed. I'm like, dude, I just gotta get out of here. So I put him to first. Just freaking try. I'm just trying to leave at this
You
point.
should have just
I'm
dumped the
just
clutch.
I'm just trying to leave at this point, bro. Like I want to get out of here. I'm nervous. I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to drive this thing. But yeah, I straight traded this dude for the 2000 red Honda Civic that I had, and I love that thing. I love that thing. I want a manual car so bad again. It like that was the first time I've driven it. My dad tried to teach me in his Jetta Volkswagen. Cool. I was like 15 years old, and I was like, I don't want to have to deal with this. I just want to drive. So, but yeah, that was my story for this freaking. And the headlights, they're so yellow that you can't see shit in front of you either. Like I'm like,
Yeah, the yellow
bruh,
headlights suck.
what are we doing? I don't know. But yeah, and then I got my matte black Scion TC. I met this dude at freaking Taco Bell. It was because the paint was coming off, and he was just like, "Hey, have you ever thought about painting it?" And I'm like, "Well, paint jobs are super expensive. Like, yeah, but no." He's like, "Hey, me and my homie do painting like $300, and I'll paint your whole car."
Damn.
And I'm like, "Okay."
Too
So,
good to
dude,
be true, man.
yeah, at a Taco Bell in Florida, right? I freaking like, full send. Let's do it. Bro, this shit turned out so clean. I wish I had pictures of it. So clean. The only thing I told him not to do was don't black out the headlights too much because I still need to see. This man straight spray painted the headlights basically. Like
Damn.
you turn on the freaking high beams and you still couldn't see 2 feet in front of you.
Damn.
So I was like trying to get paint thinner. I was like, dude, I can't see anything. But yeah, that car was dope. And the car that I got the Scion from, the dude that I got the Scion from, he just bought a 350Z and he needed car payments. So I got
Alright.
this car super freaking cheap. I got it for
Damn.
like $4,000.
Damn.
And he was just like, again, you never tell someone like, hey, I'm in desperate need of money, because then money talks. Hey, I got 3,000 cash right now. He would have probably done it. But I was like, because he wanted 65 for it. I was like, bro, I got $4 grand cash right now. He's like, all right, bet.
Damn.
I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but
Bro,
that,
I re-
that was me.
since we're still on cars, me and the homies went to Roseville Auto Mall, and this was like 7 o'clock at night. You know, I gotta check. You know, you're pre-approved for this and this, and I'm like, okay, you know, and there was this. I'll never forget it. I don't know what it was called, but it was a Scion TC. It was the top was black, but the bottom was orange. It was like a black and orange Scion TC. Interior all orange. Dude, even the seatbelt was orange. Dude, it was
Oh, that was
sick.
the special edition
Dude,
one, that orange one.
sick. And it was
That's just
manual.
clean.
It was manual, and I was like, yo, this is the one. And for people who don't know, like Roseville Auto Mall, some of their lots are kind of at a slope. And this
Yeah.
one was like parked right out front. And it was a manual again. And so the guy goes, the sales guy, he's an older dude. He was like, hey, yeah, let me, I give him my license. He takes a copy of it. Yeah, we're ready to go do a test drive. And it was me and four of my buddies. And, when he was back there, and I'm like, yo, I'm buying this car. And they're like, yo, let's just take it for a drive. I'm like, no, I've always wanted a Scion. This is a
Yeah.
limited edition. This thing is sick, dude. And so I go to hop in. He's like, oh, no, I'll back it out for you. Like, just store policy. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he's like revving it, but like nothing's happening. And I'm like, I don't think this guy knows how to drive stick. And like you can just hear him just like redline this thing, and the car's not moving, but it's going a little bit forward. And I was like, hey, you sure you don't want me to reverse it? Like, what are you doing? And he was like, no, I know. I can figure it out. And he goes and like, I don't even think he was in reverse like at all, because he went forward and like it took the front bumper and just like and like crushed it up. And then like another sales guy comes running over that he reverses it. And he was like, you still want to do a test drive? And I was like, do you have a different one? He's like, no, this is the only one we have. Like, we could put in a man, what's that called? A work order or whatever. What's that called, Matty? Like you put that on the paperwork.
Repair order.
Yeah,
RO.
repair order. And I was like, yeah, but it's limited edition. Like, what? How do you do that? You guys already ruined it. And he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd take about 2-3 weeks. I'm like, hell no, I'm not you. I don't want to buy a brand new car and then have to bring it back. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, but that I'll never forget that, because this dude, poor
Dude,
old
those things are
man, dude.
sick though, but they
Yeah.
were referred to as like a white girl car.
Yeah, dude, that was another thing. All my
Like-
homies were like, dude, if you buy this, I'm gonna make fun of you. It's a girl car. Because they had the
Yeah.
240s, like, the drift mobiles, the Miatas. And I was just like,
Yeah.
I just like it because it's cool looking,
Dude, yeah,
But-
I love my Scion TC. That looked like the Batmobile, bro. Like, it literally looked like the Batmobile, and it was clean. It was clean. It was clean.
But yeah, Ryan, what do you do for work? What do you do for
Oh,
work?
I was trying to avoid that question.
You ain't gotta talk about it, bro.
You did a pretty good
Yeah.
job.
No, so
He did.
There's way. So, I'm in the military.
A military man.
Military man. Hey, I'll get in my little freaking dress blues for you guys if you want. But I'm in the military. Been in the military since September 4th, 2012. So I'm about to reach my 12-year mark, which is kind of a big deal.
Respect.
I'm a corpsman in the military. So people that don't know what a corpsman is, I'm in the Navy, and corpsman is the medical field. So we work at hospitals, ships, and also with the Marine Corps, because again, Navy and Marines are brother and sister. Marine Corps doesn't have medical capabilities. They don't have a medical MOS. So we fall to them and we take care of them. So right now I'm at a Marine Corps base and doing coverages for the Marines, making sure that they don't get hurt, making sure that if they do get hurt, we can stabilize them and then send them up to a higher echelon of care, AE, branch clinic, or the hospital. A little bit of a backstory of me. first duty station was Jacksonville, Florida for 3 years. Then I went to Okinawa, Japan for 3 years. Went to Camp Pendleton for 3 years. Went to go to school to become higher up in the the medical field. Wasn't really my thing. So I was like, I don't need this. I just need to stay in the military. And then now I am here down in San Diego. Um, again, 12 years. Great field. Gives you a lot of expertise about the medical, what's going on with the human body. Um, gee, that scared me. You see a lot of cool stuff. You see not a lot of cool stuff. Um, but it's a very rewarding job, especially when I was in Okinawa, Japan. I was teaching this class is called Teachable C, which is tactical combat casualty care. When you're out in the field or whatnot, like Marines get taught this class so that there's only one corpsman, maybe two, and then you have like 50, 60 plus Marines. So like when you start teaching these guys some things and you see them like actually taking notes, and then like the light bulb, you can actually see the light bulb go off. They're like, oh, that's why we do this. It just makes you feel good, especially as an instructor. Like you're like, shit, I'm doing my job right if these guys are like learning. So
Yeah.
very rewarding, super cool. Um, but yeah, I'm about to hit my 12-year mark, which is crazy. 12 years.
Sheesh.
Like
That is.
that's a long time. That's a long
Congratulations, man.
time.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
thank
Thank you
you.
for your
are,
service.
No,
how
thank you for your support, brother.
how long do you have to be in before you're able to retire? How old would you be when you're eligible to retire?
So just like with any other job, usually it's 20 years, and you can get
So
out.
you're over
Um,
halfway. You're over halfway.
I'm over halfway. I just reenlisted to get me to my 16-year mark. So I'm still locked into the military up until my 16-year mark. I can be like, yeah, that's not for me. I just don't want to do the last 4 years, get a retirement, and I could dip out. Or once I hit my 16-year mark, a little bit prior to that, I'll reenlist again to hit my 22 year mark, and I'll probably retire unless like things are going good. I haven't had really any issues in the military. Like I think it's a great place to go if you don't know what you want to do, or even if you do know what you want to do. Do military for 4 years, get your school paid for, get some benefits, have a couple kids, get married, get divorced. Like it's
The American dream, baby.
yo, if that's not the American dream, I don't know what is. So,
America.
um, but yeah,
So
it's if definitely if you're like, is the military something for me? Like, military is not for everyone. I will tell you that 100%.
now let me
I
ask you
forgot.
this: would they allow people with tattoos join the Navy?
So it just depends. It just depends. There's waivers for everything.
Now would they
As you can see, I have tattoos on my hand.
would they
Guess what? Navy can allow tattoos on their
would
hand.
they allow people with previous injuries like surgeries join the Navy?
It's military's weird. It just like I don't know with any other job, but you go from highs to lows. A lot of people are joining the military. A lot of people are joining the military, and then not a lot of people are joining the military right now. So like they're hurting. So you have 16 felonies, maybe for you, baby.
Now here's the kicker: a critical illness such as
No,
type 1
no,
diabetes.
no,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
no.
No,
Next
but
question. Hey,
so
good question. Next question.
so again, I guess you kind of touched on it. So, a different question would have been, since you re-enlisted recently, it sounds like, did they give
Yeah.
you that option, like, hey, fucking do another 4 years and then we'll reevaluate if you want to stay in, or were they like, hey, you're almost to your 20, just sign it a little bit longer of a contract than is 20, or how is it always
So
off by
so I,
fours or fives?
the max you could do is 6.
6. Okay.
I couldn't do the max because I would have hit. So there's this thing is called HYT or higher tenure, which if you don't promote within a certain amount of years, they're like, hey, good job, but get the fuck out
Is
type
that
deal.
because you're not progressing? Like you're not
Because you're not
really.
progressing, you should have been progressing at this pace. You haven't. So, hey, good for you. Thank you for your service. Go be a fucking
Car salesman.
burger flipper at McDonald's. You
Right.
know.
Okay. Okay.
But since the military is hurting so bad, they're kind of reevaluating that, and you could there again. There's waivers for everything, not type 1 diabetes,
I was just
everything,
about to
but
say.
for mostly everything. So there are people now that are going to be able to retire as a second class, which a second class, if you didn't make it within, I think they just switched it now. It was uh, the last I heard 16 years. 16 years, if you didn't promote from second class to first class, you're out. You get a lump sum of money, but then you're out. But now, since again retention's at an all time low, people aren't wanting to freaking join XYZ. They're just like, all right, we'll maybe make an exception for you. Sign this, and you can keep doing your military career.
Now, one of the
Breaking
things.
news. Just real quick. Oklahoma City swept New Orleans.
Obviously.
But
Obviously.
continue, my bad. I just had to get that out. Well, it just showed up. I'm excited.
So since I have a family member in the service, I always
Mhm.
hear, yo, it's not the same. It's softer. There's a lot of leeway for, and again, I'm not going to speak on the branch or this and that or tell his story, so it's not my place. But I'm curious to see if it's kind of like that in the Navy, where it's a little bit different from your experience. You're starting to see a lot more overweight people or people who don't take it as serious or whatever. Like, what's your story from when you first joined until like now? Like, when you look back, or like, say you said you do instructor type stuff, when you look back at people who just graduated boot camp like you did, is it easier? Do they have, like, do you wish it was like, oh man, I wish I had what they're having? Kind of like, let's just say, compare it to like the NFL. Like, they're getting paid $2,000 to play.
100%.
They're getting paid
100%.
$2,000 to play a game, and nowadays they're getting paid millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm not saying pay wise, but I'm saying like, oh
will keep
man,
this
like
short.
they
I will
have
keep
this
this short.
easier.
Since we
This man-
need to talk about more stuff, but I like you with your job. I could go off on a rant right now, and I don't want to do that. Military is great. No, military is really good, but just when I joined in 2012, right? Again, the war was just ending. Like, we weren't in wartime anymore, so I don't have those cool stories. I don't have this. I don't have that. But even in the Navy, my recruiter was like, "Hey, no, they're not gonna yell at you. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. It's gonna be." And guess what? That's why I fucking joined. I don't want to get yelled at for the rest of my life. Like, who would want to be like, you know what? I want to be treated like a piece of shit for the rest of my life. I'm gonna go to this.
The
No,
car business.
I was like, dude, if this is gonna be my job for the next 20 plus years, I want to enjoy it.
Right.
So I'll pick the Navy. And again, the stereotype of a Navy, we all know what the stereotype of Navy personnel is.
Tell us it. Some of the people don't know. What?
Oh, no,
No,
that's not what we're.
You ain't
not
gotta
what
be
we're
like
talking
that.
about. We ain't talking about this. I already did but my first command, it was a hospital. So okay, hospitals you don't get yelled at that much, but like my LPO, he was prior Greenside, and he was in the first push of Marja.
Sheesh.
You guys can look that you can look that up. You guys can freaking educate yourselves. But so he was just straight like Greenside, which when I say Greenside and Blue Side's hospital, Greenside's Marines. back in the day, we wore blue uniforms. So, hey, blue side. Marine Corps, they wear Marpats. The Woodlands, green side. So he was straight green side, and I went through this course. There's a Teachable C course, and it's probably one of the best Teachable C courses I've ever went through. We actually did patrols, all this kind of stuff, but they were yelling at me, and I was like, "Yo, this is not what I signed up for. Why are they yelling at me? Like, like no." But and he was always like, "Yo, you like playing Call of Duty, right? You like playing Call of Duty? Go green side, go this, go." And I was like, "No, dude, like I don't want to." I ended up going green side, um, but like this was 2012 through 2015. People are still getting the H word. I want to hazed. They're still getting hazed. That was a tradition. There's traditions. There's a lot of traditions in the military that now you can't do because they think it's hazing,
Mm.
and people have sore feelings,
Mm.
and people will go tell on you,
Mm.
and then your career's over.
Mm.
So just from 2012 till now,
A little different sounds like.
it's completely different. And even with the pay wise, like people are getting bonuses now for just enlisting into the military. Ask me how many bonuses I got.
Hey, yo, Dr. Carter, I got this crazy question, bro.
How many bonuses did you get?
How many bonuses you get, man?
Yo, I'm so glad you guys asked.
Oh,
Thank you
story
so much for
question, Luke. My
asking.
bad. My bad.
Zero.
Oh,
Oh, you
Zero.
damn.
you
And
You
okay, I'm gonna go
suck.
off. They are trying to give bonuses to people that are just getting in, right? 18, 19 year olds, 40 G's bonus signing in, 20 G's bonus signing
Now,
in.
how does that work though? Like,
That's a whole other freaking topic. There's certain rates, there's certain this, there's certain that.
do you have to do X,
XYZ.
Y, Z in a
There's
short amount of time?
Zone A, Zone B, Zone C. I'm in Zone C because I've been in for so long. But the point that I'm trying to make is, why would you not have bonuses for people in Zone C who have been in over 10 years? Why would you not want them to stay in? Because you've already dropped so much money on them to go to
Right.
school, to do this, to do that, to get this, to get that. But no, they're going to put bonuses on Zone A, which is 0 years to, I haven't looked at it in a while, 0 to 6, and then, or 0 to 4, and then 4 to 8, or whatever, right? So why would you want to give bonuses to people that are just getting in, and then they're like, "Hey, I'm doing 4 years, I'm out."
So maybe, and again, this is a civilian standpoint, and this is no disrespect to you, Dr. Carter, but maybe it's like, hey, I have a fresh 18-year-old, 17 and a half year old, about to be 18 by the time he gets into boot camp. So
Yeah.
I can spend X amount of money already. Like, we're going to spend X amount of money on this person already. But if we give him that, 40, 20, whatever the bonus is, maybe we can entice him to be a lifer and spend his whole career here.
But maybe why would
that's a
you?
gamble.
Why would you go for that maybe when you're talking to Zone C people that are over 10 years, that have already reached over that halfway mark? It's just like, yo,
Maybe, again, here comes the conspiracy part of me. Maybe
Okay.
it's like, yo, Dr. Carter, if I'm looking at your rap sheet right here, I'm like, yo, Dr. Carter, he's already 12 years deep. This mofo about to just retire out in 8 to 6 years anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
if you're,
yeah,
like,
no, I get that
even if you're on that
100%.
10th year, like, man, this full 50-50, like, he's probably going to stay. And so maybe they're taking that gamble, like, this fool's about to retire anyway. Who cares?
No, yeah,
You know what I'm
about to
saying?
be cleaning up on the pension.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Which I get it, but it's just like,
So
it
ho-
makes sense to keep the people in that has been
yeah,
in
no,
for
oh,
over
I've
10
100%,
years.
100%.
Like, so you don't have to retrain people. You've
Yeah,
already
yeah, yeah.
seen their rap sheet.
Right.
Like, hey, this guy's freaking stellar. Or hey, maybe this guy, there's a lot of shitbags in the military. That's just a common thing. There's a lot of shitbags in whatever
Car
job you're
business.
at. Like, but to me, it just makes sense to, hey, let's keep someone in who we already know is someone that's going to be a lifer, right?
No, right. No, I agree.
Don't
I
give
agree.
these 18-year-old kids, 17-year-old kids about to be 18
They're just gonna buy a
20,
scat pack.
20 grand. Yeah, 20 grand. It's just like you see
Come
it all the
see
time
me.
in you see it you see it all the time in the NFL or
Yeah.
anyone who comes up rich
Right,
at a young age. It's just like they don't know what to do with their money.
Hey, I've been there.
This is adult money now, and I just became an adult. I want to impress my friends. I want to do this. I want to do that. And hey, I'm gonna buy this car. Go super fast. Hey, we're at a party. I'm gonna be drinking. Watch me fucking whip this shit around, and then boom, something happens. You know?
Yeah.
Hey,
How fuck is that, Matty?
freshly squeezed hops.
I bet you can't even pronounce how to say that bigger name.
The shoots.
All right.
Hey, it's like Deschutes, as in like in Palisadro.
Honestly, I didn't know how to say it, so I was like, fuck, we'll see if Matty knows how to say it.
Like, wait, what? Is he fucking with me?
Bro. Lou.
Oh my god.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. I need to go grab one.
Cheers.
So my last question for you, Dr. Carter, how old will you be when you hit that 20-year mark? Let's say you do decide to retire out. Like, let's say at that 20 years, yo, I can retire any day now. How old would you be?
I'll be 39.
Damn.
What you mean, damn, bro?
Damn.
Retiring at 39.
Damn, as in like, bro, you can start a whole nother career, bro.
Yeah,
like
and
you can.
I know you know what I want to do because it's exactly like your freaking family in the service right now. I want to be a postman driver, mailman driver for the next 20 years of my life. Retire at the age of 59, get double retirement.
Both government paying jobs.
I got my headphones in. I'm just cruising around the whip delivering mail.
Yo,
Like, come on, that's UPS driver. Freaking
my wife did that for a little bit. You should you should look into the rural carrier. That's the place to be.
like, what do you mean?
Like
Not to be like a
RULE.
rural area.
Okay.
Like the
rural.
longer drives.
There's rural and there's city carriers.
No, say it with me. Rural.
Rural.
There you go.
Am I saying it wrong?
I ain't attempting that. But
You said
continue,
rural.
Matty.
Say potato, man.
Potato.
Say tomato, man.
Tomato.
Say apricot, man.
Apricot.
Okay. All right. You know what?
We'll let
Anyway.
this slide.
we'll circle back to this, man.
Yo, why is my shit all fucking
My shit's
fuzzy?
fuzzy too. But no, she did it for a long time. Until she, crashed the whip.
Yeah.
And she quit, but she wants to get back into it. She really liked it.
I feel like it's a low stress job.
Yeah, she loved it.
Like
You just have to wake
you
up super early.
cruise.
That's like the
That's
only
fine.
that's like
That's
the
fine.
only thing that's bad about it, but they pay you good. Like you said, there's
Yeah.
phenomenal retirement.
Yeah, and that would be my second retirement. I could be part-time.
Yeah.
I could be part-time. I already got
Well,
I'm already
that's how
gonna
they
have
start you
disability.
out.
I
That's how
already
they start
have
you out
yeah,
too.
yeah. Like
You get started out as like, you basically pick up the main carrier shift. Like, oh, say I'm the main carrier, but I don't work on Mondays. So
Yeah.
you would do my route on Mondays.
yeah.
Same
Yo.
for Luke's
See?
Luke's off on Tuesdays, so you'll do Luke's route on Tuesday type of thing.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
rural.
So check it
Rural.
out. I got two
Rule.
things.
Rule. Was I saying rule?
3. Cheers, boys.
You were saying rule. Like I was like, wait,
rural.
RULE? Like
Rural.
rule? Like there's a like you can
Rural.
rule the fucking postman or what?
Yo, so check this out.
Cheers, Lucas. Cheers. I heard you.
Cheers. So 2 things. One, to go back on the postman thing. What if though, by that time you do get out, not to shit on your dreams, what if it's all electronic? But I don't think that'll ever go away because then the government
No,
lose
they
money.
can't get rid of mail.
Right. But what if it's all drone related now? Just drop your mail off. Drop your mail.
That could. But hey,
I don't think so.
When-
Why would it
when-
all be? You know how many drones that would take?
yo,
Amazon and Walmart
Yo,
are already doing
hey,
drone deliveries
hey,
to your front door.
listen to this
crazy.
right now. When you were a little kid and they were talking about the future, like 2024, what did you guys think was gonna happen?
I, I,
Flying cars and robots. Robots are close,
eh,
but like, bro, we ain't ever having a flying car in the next 30 years.
I don't think that'll ever happen, just because then it's gonna, again, going down the drone pilot licensing type thing, dude. It's all airspace. It's all this. It would be a whole new thing. It wouldn't be a driver's test no more. It'd be a flying test. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who
I don't think you'd
knows?
be able to fly the things. I think they'd
Crazy,
all be. I think it would be automated.
crazy. But
But like we all thought like the future was gonna have like we were gonna be in
No, yeah,
these
exactly.
utopia freaking towns that are in the sky and we're just
hey,
like
Like some
no.
Jetsons and shit.
Yeah. Like no.
yo. So which brings me to my next thing. So I'm doing my sales stuff today, and I hear. I was like, fuck? Like it didn't sound like a Tesla. It sounded like an electric vehicle, but it didn't sound like a Tesla. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Dude, I look behind me, and this is gonna be old news, but this is my first time actually talking to an Amazon fucking driver. Yo, this shit is a fully electric Amazon car. It looks like
Oh, the Rivian.
it's like a big bus, but it's like
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
it's made by Rivian.
So check this out. I'm giving my little speech to the homeowner, and the Amazon guy comes in. He just drops the packages off. I say later to the homeowner, and he's like maybe 3 steps ahead of me, and I have my AirPods in, and I go, "Hey, is that all electric?" And dude, didn't he even bother to stop his stride, or even didn't even bother to look back and be? He just kept on walking. He's like, "Yeah, yeah, it is." Like, bro, this fool acted so hard being the driver.
Well,
I was trying to have
they're
a
on.
conversation. Like, I get
Yeah,
it,
but they're on like tight schedules.
No,
Though.
I
They don't have
totally
time
get
to
it.
sit
I
there
get
and
it.
talk to you.
But he could have
They
been
gotta
like,
go.
yeah, man, this shit's cool, huh? Or like, yeah, it is. Nah, I didn't even bother. I'm like, dude, it made me feel like a piece of shit. I'm like, damn, I don't even rate on this Amazon delivery driver. I was trying to have a quick little convo. Like, 'cause I've never seen it. I've seen them, but I've never like seen it up close,
Yeah, look it up on
I was
YouTube.
like,
It's
damn, man. It's like
Rivian Amazon van.
Amazon Prime
They're having
driver
some big.
fucking shit on me,
They're having
dude.
some big problem with them. There's like a bunch of them just like sitting in a lot too.
Like a recall?
Rivian. No, like they didn't buy them. Rivian Amazon van.
But
I
why wouldn't
think.
they buy? Why wouldn't they buy them if it's all electric? Because they got so many problems. Or what?
No, most electric car companies like have good government tax incentives or tax write-offs or federal type things. So
the
maybe something.
Speaking of tax write-offs, I did not realize that you get a fat ass check from having an electric car
Yeah, bro.
in the state of California.
Yes,
No,
sir.
you can just use it
Like
for like
$6,500 to
So
$7,500.
when they're
yeah,
first,
but it goes towards the car. It goes towards the purchase of the car.
or you could use it towards like if you're like if you own money, you can use it to eat up that. There's a lot of like loopholes around it, but back a couple of years ago, if you were to buy any type of all electric vehicle, it can go up to like 15 grand as like a rebate, but then it dropped down to like 10, and then at one point there was not even any rebates, and then now it's coming back to like seven
Because
grand.
they want the world to drive
Yeah.
electric cars.
I think it's cool. If the Tesla was the only vehicle I had, it would definitely it's already an inconvenience having to charge.
Yeah.
But that's the time again for me to find, I can eat, I can work on other things,
Yo,
but it's not inconvenient that much.
No, it's an inconvenience because guess what? Well, now there's a lot of charging stations.
Oh yeah, all over.
But like if I'm going on a road trip, and I think we've talked about this already. I'm going on a road trip. It will map out a way for me to get to point A to point B, but it might be longer because of the charging.
Right.
Like that's a super inconvenience.
It is an inconvenience, but someone like myself, like I stay in the city, bro. Like if I have to roll down to California, I'm taking a gas car.
It's a good city car.
It ain't
It's a
there
good
yet.
city car. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm about to roll to
once-
Oklahoma right now. Nah, good luck, bro.
Yeah,
See you in 4 or 5
no,
days.
First off, I'm flying out there.
Yeah,
But if I had to drive, that's gonna be straight gas guzzler car.
Yeah.
Like, I am not taking an electric car, even though they're super nice. No.
They are nice. to do a full charge, depending on the time and day and what charging station you go to, because they'll tell you which one's a little bit higher and this and that. But you can fully, if you're at 10%, and again, it just depends on what time of day, how the usage, yada, yada, yada. But let's say you're at a perfect time to charge. It's like 20 cents per kilowatt. You can charge your full car all the way up to 100% or even in the high 90s. It's like $15. Like, it's not bad,
I know,
but
but what's the time though? What's the
about
time for
if
that?
if you time it right and you start reconditioning the battery, so you push, hey, I'm going here now, and you get, if it's preconditioning, heating up the battery, 10, 15 minutes before you get there, it helps with the speed of the charge. So you're probably looking at 30 minutes, and it sometimes could be under 30 minutes if you precondition
Or it
right.
could be more than 30 minutes because I
Or if you-
remember us sitting
or-
in the car.
Or if you don't
just doing fart
precondition,
noises.
yeah, and you're like driving and you're not really paying attention, you look down and you're like, oh shit, I need to charge the car. You pull up, plug in. That's going to take a hot minute, and that's if you're trying to go to 100. They always say, again, I'm different because I know I'm not going to have this car forever and I'll probably get the next thing when it comes out. But like me, they say, hey, let's say you're looking to have this car for 10, 20 years, charge it to 80%. Every once in a while, charge it to 100%. But me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like 100%, 100%, 100%.
Is it like a phone? When you buy a new phone, you want to let that shit drain?
Great.
all the way to
I
zero,
always do that.
and and then you charge it
I mean,
just for the battery. Obviously, this battery is a whole lot
So-
bigger and better than an iPhone charger.
right. So
I
it's
thought
super.
that was a wives' tale, man.
It's kind
Is
of
it?
it's kind of weird because they don't really know life expectancy. Because some cars right off the rip, showroom floor, we're already seeing it. It's in the news. You look at the Cybertrucks; they're having recalls, they're having problems, this and that. But you can have a brand new car and never have I still to this day have yet to have a maintenance to bring it in to take a look at it.
Yeah.
But there's people that get a car that's like, yo, the battery just keeps losing charge. So I think they're still getting, it's still so new. It's been around for so long, yes, but it's still in the grand scheme of things compared to a gas vehicle. It's still
it's
so new, so new.
100%.
But there's people who have the first gen Tesla that are still driving that haven't seen their battery deplete at all. Because over time, the battery can't go 100% and hold that 100% like it. But some people are still having problems, or some people are having perfect things. But I feel like it all depends. But my next thing I wanted to see is if anyone has watched the draft. And if so, obviously we know who the first round draft pick was Caleb Williams. But he broke. This is my first topic I wanted to get to. He broke the NF, like the draft or jersey sale record for all professional sports, which was set previously a week before by Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
And he just crushed it. So he is now the new jersey sale holder for pre-sale jerseys, I guess.
Which is, hey, that's dope. That's dope.
Now, how much money do you think he makes from that? Like, does he? You think he gets a percentage?
I don't know because contracts and especially he's on his rookie contract.
Because
he's not making that much money off of his rookie contract.
Because
like,
he was
like a cap.
He was like, yo, I want to be part owner. Do you think the management looked at that like, hey, we want, again, I don't know jersey splits in the NFL, but I'm assuming it's kind of like a Twitch contract, like Ninja, like, hey, for every Twitch Prime, I want $4 instead of the 2.5. So I'm sure there was some type of negotiation, but even if he was making like 50%, that's crazy.
But you got to think of it though, like, I don't know about I'm talking about the part owner, right? You never know if they're going to be a bust or not. And especially with a lot of quarterbacks being a bust in these recent years, like, they're not going to be like, no, we want you, even though they want him as their number one quarterback for a long time. You don't know how he's going to perform first season.
I said it once on this podcast, not this episode, and I said it twice on this podcast. I'm going to say it for a third time. I think Caleb Williams, and you guys can clip it, share it, whatever you want to do. I think Caleb Williams is going to be a bust of a quarterback. I don't think he's going to perform. I think Johnny Manziel is going to have a better career than Caleb Williams. I think he's
Clip
just
it.
gonna be like Winston and just be a weirdo quarterback that was raw in college, raw in high school for sure, and raw in college. And I think he's gonna be a bust. He's goofy. Like, I don't know if you guys heard the phone call he had with the head coach, but I was like, yo, get a fucking room, dude. It was goofy. It was weird. I don't think he's actually there to win Super Bowls. I think he just wanted to get there, make some money, and bounce. I don't know. He's goofy. I don't think he's got what it takes. And this is coming from someone who obviously never played a day in the NFL, but I don't think he's gonna do good. I think I think Cam Newton was a better career. I don't know. I don't see him being a top performer. I think he's gonna be a weirdo quarterback. But that's just me. That's just me.
And I've talked about it with you before, like, oh, we think he's gonna be the next Johnny Manziel. You can never tell until
Goofy. He's
and not
goofy.
even he's a goofy dude. But like you can never tell, even with Bryce Young. Look at Bryce Young with Carolina Panthers. Dude did not have a good freaking season. They went like 4-13, however many 4-12. Like did not have the bet, but like they dropped a bunch of money on him. So
Yeah.
it's you just don't know. And then look at CJ Stroud. Took the Texans to the freaking playoffs.
Right.
So it just with the right ownership, the right coach, the right quarterback coach, the right everything, like people can excel. And
So
also the right mindset. Johnny Manziel was a good ass quarterback in
this fool didn't even
in
read a
college.
playbook in NFL and he still won games. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but for Caleb Williams, the reason why I'm saying this, you guys both know I love gambling and I love football. Like, I love sports betting, especially when it comes football time. But how many times did I call both of you guys? And I'm like, yo, bet the house on USC tonight. Caleb Williams locked in. And he just gets smoked, bro. Like, I'm like, yo. So I got a little bit of bad blood because he owes me money. He owes me money because he had some lock games that he should have won that he just played so bad, bro.
And again, everyone, viewers at home, do not sports bet, bro. Do not sports
Don't
bet.
do it. It's rigged. It's rigged, bro. It's rigged.
And people have already like came out and people got locked up for it and banned in the NBA for the rest of their life because he was freaking Murray. What was his name?
Matty would know that one.
The guy from Toronto?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Something.
Like something Murray.
It don't matter because
But,
he
like,
banned now. He's gone.
They know when they're betting on themselves or they're betting on like they're leaking insight.
Right.
It's
Or
like, dude,
I don't know who it was the other night, but he took like 5 steps in the paint to do a quick layup or a dunk. Y'all see that?
Jonte Porter.
I said, everyone in the comments were like, how is that not called? I'm like, bro, LeBron does this all the time, dude.
Was it Rudy Gobert?
I don't know.
Who did the freaking? I think it was him with all the steps.
Yeah, LeBron James does that on the daily. But a call that didn't get called the other night, LeBron James.
Speaking of LeBron James,
he was yelling at his coach.
The Lakers are doing right now.
58-50.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was yelling at the coach for a missed call. Like they said, LeBron James did a foul for like hitting his hand or something.
No. It wasn't a foul. It was out of bounds.
And he didn't even touch the ball. So I was like, okay. He didn't
touch the ball, and he was like, "Yo, let's challenge this. Let's
go." And he
go.
did it,
like,
yeah.
And the coaching staff was like, "No, we're good.
But
it was just like, yo,
as a coach, LeBron always be pulling moves like that. So it's like the boy who cried wolf. Like you can't like, but
LeBron is like. He does do that, but like when it comes to like playoff, especially,
I would listen.
You listening to your players.
It's like
you ain't out there.
It just goes to show, right? Like him compared to MJ, like the old MJ clip where he walks up to the ref, or the ref walks up to him. And he goes, "Yo, he fouled me." He's like, "You want me to call that, MJ?" He's like, "Yeah, he fouled me." He's like, and they called the foul. Like it was just crazy. It's just like that's how you should like. It's just wild to see like player.
Dude, LeBron. The fact that he's still playing, unbelievable.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
dude, the hyperbolic chambers or whatever those are called, like all these crazy. There's so much technology. Yeah, dude, the medical industry nowadays
today, like
crazy,
it's crazy.
But did you guys see? This is one of the topics I wanted to bring up because we always, when it comes, I don't drink unless it's pod time, but which is obviously fairly recent. But I know you guys, you love your drinks here and there. So check this out.
Negative.
A man, so check this out. A man whose body makes its own alcohol cleared of drunk driving. So here's the story. So a Belgian man has been acquitted of drunk driving due to his diagnosis of auto brewery syndrome, so ABS, an extremely rare condition where the body produces alcohol, according to his lawyer, right? And then I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not even going to try, but stated that her client worked at a brewery, adding another layer of irony to the story, right? But 3 independent doctors confirmed his diagnosis of ABS, which again is auto brewery syndrome. Reports of Belgian media indicated that the judge emphasized that to the defendant, who remained unnamed per local judicial customs, did not exhibit symptoms of intoxication. The police court responsible for acquitting the man did not immediately respond to the comment on the situation. But dude, this dude's body, he's not drinking at all. Like somehow produces. I don't even know how that works. Like that's
awesome.
crazy.
I don't know. That's there's no way.
But
man.
dude,
Awesome.
what a thug lawyer though. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have had a DUI, could have lost his license, job, this and that. Who knows? Maybe that already happened because of just the charges alone. But dude, could you imagine like your body, you're just always drunk? Like you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
That'd be
but
great.
like, no,
Isn't
I don't like being drunk.
Dude, the
I
human
like
body's
the
so
taste of
weird.
alcohol.
I'm very similar to you, Ryan. I like the taste, but the second I'm
Yeah.
drunk, I'm just miserable.
Yeah, like it's just like, dude, I don't. And then like, especially if you're like drunk, and then like you lay down, and then
Like
just
Luke's wedding drunk. Oh
everything is like, woo.
God!
Dude.
I'm just like,
Did I
dude,
tell you that?
please
Did I tell you the
stop.
story about after we left your house?
Nah, bro.
I didn't after the wedding. Oh, dude, I was feeling good.
Faded.
So gave Emily the keys. You're driving. We start driving. We go around the corner. I'm like, yo, like, bro, swerve them potholes, man. Like, you're making me sick. She's like, okay. She's like, are you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Do you need me to pull over? I was like, nah, just keep going. The next thing I know, she's pulling over, and I'm just blowing chunks
Oh,
on the side of the road,
shit.
bro, for hella long. I threw
Oh
up for
my
like
god.
10 minutes straight, bro.
That's crazy.
Bad. It was
That's crazy.
Hey,
Do you think
guys, hold on. Since this guy is out and about, this is my new furry friend.
Is he feral or like what's going on here?
No, I got him from PetSmart.
Oh, you got him from the
so? It's a
store.
boy cat.
Her, sorry.
Oh, it's a girl
I had
cat.
a boy cat. I had a boy cat for the longest time. But I will tell you the story. Look at his eyes though. It's like
Her eyes.
her eyes, sorry. They're like they will cut into your soul.
She's got majestic
Hey,
eyes.
pick that cat up.
No.
What happened to
She
your
didn't like
hand, bro?
The cat, bro. 'Cause I
So
tried to
check it
pick
out.
up.
Let me set the tone real quick, and then we'll circle
this
back
is-
on the. We'll
this
circle
is-
back. I wake up. This was 2 days ago. So he calls me. Hey, I think I'm gonna buy a cat. Oh, cool, man. Cool.
Look at the color though.
I wake up the next morning to a missed FaceTime and a missed phone call at 3:18 in the morning. And usually I'm awake, but that night I obviously wasn't.
That's why I call this
so,
dumbass.
so I call him. I go, yo, why the fuck did you call me so late at night? And Dr. Carter, let him know why you called Lucky Luke at 3 in the morning, FaceTime and phone call.
All right. scratch right here. A
Hey, no,
scratch right
redo that,
here.
redo that, redo everything. There was like a glitch and whatever happened.
Oh,
It was super
there's
weird.
a glitch in the matrix. Oh, this cat. Oh, it's so cute now. All right. So this right here, this right here, this right here, this right here. There's some on my shoulder. Um, there's another one, a tiny one, right there. So before I bring this cat home, like obviously I'm playing with it at PetSmart, like petting it, doing all this kind of stuff. I was like, yo, this is a dope ass cat. And I was just like, okay, I want it. I want it. I want it. This cat was $50 adoption fee. And I'm looking at all these other cats and they're like 200, 250, 300. I'm like, I wonder why this cat's so freaking
Now,
cheap
is
right
that
now.
expensive for a cat or is that cheap for a cat? Like I've
That's
never.
cheap, bro.
That's cheap.
That's
Okay.
cheap. That's cheap as hell. Any any adoption. This cat's warming up and I love it. Um, so I'm like, no, I freaking pick it up. It kind of was like this to me when I picked it up the first time, but it was in its home, it was in its environment, so I don't think he was like, or she, sorry. I don't think she was that like scared, but she's like, dude, don't pick me up, bro. Don't pick me up. So then get the paperwork, all this kind of stuff. They're like, hey, let's take a picture for our adoption, whatever. So I picked up the cat and it like you could see in the picture, I was like looking at the cat like this. The cat was about to attack me. I'm like, okay, whatever, just a little bit scared. Come home. Cat's dope. Cat's chilling. It's hiding. Cats always any new environment. Cats are always gonna hide. Cats are always gonna do that. They're gonna be weird for a little bit. I've never had like a bad cat, so I wasn't used to this. So I was like, okay, I'll let her do its course. Um, but I go to a friend's house. I go to a friend's house and come home, and I see her just chilling there. So I was like, oh, okay. And I pick her up. That was a bad decision
Yeah.
because it looked at me and just
Yeah.
everywhere, and I was like, yo, what the and like I was bleeding. I was like, dude, what is going on? I was like, dude, I gotta get rid of this cat. I gotta get rid. Like, I've never had a cat do this to me before. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. And so I was like, dude, who do I call? Like, I'm like, bro, what the hell? So I'm like, you know what? Luke's gonna be up. Luke's gotta be up. This man doesn't answer. I was like, all right, let me call him again. Maybe he's just busy. No, doesn't. I'm like, dude, what the heck? So then he calls me back and was like, yo, why'd you call me so early in the morning? I'm like, well, bro, this cat was freaking being crazy. Like, it attacked me. And I was like, yo, what if it was my kids right there and it attacked them? Like, I would have had to put it down. Oh, thank the Lord it's eating food. Yeah, boy.
Yo, everyone in chat, type in chat. We have one person already responding. So, are you a dog or a cat person? So we have one
But
vote for
I was just
dogs.
like, I was just like, one vote for one vote for dogs is fucking Matty, bro.
No, beef sheets. Now we got it's 2-0. Dogs up 2-0.
Beef sheets? Who the fuck is beef sheets?
But
But
so what's I mean, obvious question. What's the cat's name?
so the cat's name
There we
is a
go.
name that was for the PetSmart. It
Bro.
was
Rio. What?
It was what?
Ash.
Ash?
That's what they named her was Ash. Come here, Ash.
Ah.
But this is a great time. Let's throw some names out here. Let's
Um
throw some names out here.
Evil Knievel. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now.
It's a girl.
I'm also 3 beers deep. And hearing the story you just told, that's an evil ass cat.
No, it's just, dude. Cats are crazy when especially if you don't have them as a kitten. Like
You just
you
don't
don't
know.
know.
You just don't know.
And my dumbass never asked like, oh, why is this cat? How did this cat get brought in?
How was it raised?
How was it raised? Was it a male owner and like it beat the shit out of her?
Yeah, he
Like,
calls me. I call him back next day. Yo, why'd you call me? So he gives me the rundown. So then I start going investigation chrome on him. I go, we don't know. Maybe because I was like, what time did it happen? He's like, bro, it's like right when I called you. So I was like, all right, maybe his passed home around 3 p.m. The owner just was beating on the cat or something weird or this and that. So you just don't know.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing about pound animals. I'm not saying you got them obviously from Petco, but like adoption animals, you don't know.
Emily,
It's
no.
oh
She
for
ain't
sure it's
set
gonna
my
set the
place on fire.
Hey, it could
Cat-
because you said it was chilling behind the washer
No,
and dryer that after that
no, it's
incident. But that's the cool thing is similar to the human aspect. Everyone's got its story, right?
yeah.
So
You got baggage.
but
You got
again,
baggage.
like a human, we can express that by our voice and talking about it. And hey, this is why I do this X, Y, Z. But a cat or a dog or any type of animal, like they can't. Hey, my previous
The
owner
only way
did
that they
X, Y,
can
Z.
express it is by
Exactly.
attacking you or by
Exactly.
biting you or by doing this or by doing that. And guess what? Humans learn like, hey, they don't like that shit.
It's
Let's
like
not. Will I ever pick that cat up again after I just got the second one
I think
on stream? I picked it up.
I think you should pick the cat up again, give it a kiss on the head, see what it does.
No,
And this
no,
time
no,
we'll have
no,
video proof. We can
no.
document why
Hey,
it
it's
did what it
so
did.
so
Leave that cat alone, man.
that's the thing with cats, especially dogs. Okay, especially if you're picking it up from a freaking pound or whatnot, you have no idea. You're not gonna be freaking putting your face in it like, oh, give me. No, you're not. You're gonna let it ride out. But
so
cats, especially,
so
they. I was a cat. Okay, all right. Hey, everyone, who's ever in here? I have been a cat person my whole life. I was raised with cats. My parents never got dogs. I've always been a cat person, right? So or in a new environment, they are scared shitless. Like I said, the whole day yesterday to Loop, the cat was behind the freaking washer.
just
And
chill.
I was like, hey, and it was probably super creepy to see like this
So
human like hovering over, like, hey, come here,
to
come on.
back up Ryan or Dr. Carter's story, before he had some signs before
Yeah.
taking the cat home. Did you already go over that?
Yeah, I said like as I picked it up for a
Okay,
picture,
okay.
like it was like this and
So it wasn't kind of a random incident at home.
but
He had some signs. He had some signs.
but what's crazy is you go like this to the cat.
It's
I don't
chilling
know if
right
you
now.
can hear that.
Nah,
Dude, I am petting it right
surprisingly.
now. Like it just needs
Take some
this
time.
It'll
cat's gonna
warm
Take
up.
some time.
yeah,
It'll warm up.
no,
The
it definitely is gonna warm up and this is gonna be my baby. I am going to spoil the fuck out of this cat.
the videos I
And I'm
love to see on the internet. Obviously, it's sad, but also I love to see a happy ending. But you see those dogs or cats that are neglected in the pound, or let's say there's a dude I forget his name, but on Instagram he drives around and he finds like street dogs that live on the street and that are skinny, malnourished, but he like rehomes them and he gets their nutrition up and they're cuts a couple months later they're these totally different
yeah,
personalities of
yeah,
the animal, and it's so cool because again as humans same thing, like someone could be going through the worst of the worst and all it takes is one instance to change that person's life,
yep,
and same with an animal, like and boom they got that second life or second, they're like kind of reborn in a way, I guess you can say, where they have
yeah.
that second chance.
And what's kind of good with this cat though too, like it's not a kitten, but it's not a full grown adult either. It's about a year old, so
Little
it's
teeny
still young.
now
It's still trying to figure out. what is going on. Like, okay, you being raised for a year by someone who beats the shit out of you or does this. Again, I don't know what the backstory was,
Now,
but like you're gonna be a little bit hesitant, especially going to a new home.
do you think the cat being $50 compared to $300 do you think this ain't his first home that he's been
It,
rehomed to?
it
Do they
it
tell you
might
the
have to be.
Carfax on the car cats?
You got the cat facts, bro.
You got the cat
Dude, the
facts?
cat facts.
Do they tell you that type of
Again,
info?
this is. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This is the first time that I've ever went through PetSmart or any animal place. I've always gotten my cats off of Facebook, kittens, this, that. Like I've never adopted.
So
I've
you're
always just like,
saying PetSmart's the one to blame.
no.
We'll investigate it. No, it's okay. You don't have to lie for him. We'll
Oh
investigate
shit,
it.
PetSmart's at my door right now. I'm just kidding. But no,
PetSmart, open up.
What you doing to your cats, PetSmart? We need answers.
No, but it's I wanted to drop a pretty penny on a cat, but you know how the internet is, and especially like you hear so many people getting scammed, like, oh, I'm gonna get a purebred, I want to get a purebred, and then you don't know the site, you don't know this, and then they're like, yeah, that was a scam. So
Yeah.
because I really wanted a Munchkin cat.
What is
I
that?
don't know if you guys know what a Munchkin cat is.
I have
but
no
it's like
idea.
It's a wiener dog of a cat. Short legs. They're the cutest.
That
freaking
sounds
things
expensive.
ever.
That sounds expensive.
They're like 8 to a G.
Damn.
But I was like, dude, I want one. And if PetSmart had one and it was $800, I would have dropped it right then and there.
I
didn't
see
know
that.
What?
I see that cat litter box you got there. It looks kind of fancy. It looks like an automated.
This is a printer. This thing can print out the poop. It's crazy though. It's this again. Technology. Technology is so crazy. Blakely and Katie say goodnight. Good night, mama. Good night, papas.
Good night, Blakely. Good night, Caden.
This thing, I'm not gonna lie. You want to know how much I dropped on it?
You don't need to go in there, but I'll say upwards of like $500.
No. Okay, not that much. It was $280.
God damn.
For an automated cat litter.
Jesus.
Kitty box, which is nice if the cat shits in it.
Does that
Do you
cat
wanna
shit
know-
in it?
Do you want to know what I woke up to?
This fool probably pissing shit all over your fucking clothes.
No. Even worse.
Oh God. Can't do it.
You can't see it, but there's like a little lip on the front of it. He was close. She was close. I'm sorry. She pooped right on top of the lip.
Now, do you think, again, with the cat being an asshole a day before, do you think it did that on purpose?
Dude, that's what I was telling my buddies at work. I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure like
That cat is
it was making a statement. It was
I
like,
think
yo,
so.
fuck with me. I'm gonna shit on.
fuck with me. I'm gonna keep
I'm
scratching it.
I'm gonna shit on top of the cat.
Yeah,
box. I'm not gonna shit in it.
that's an asshole move right there.
But it just went. Like on when we're doing the podcast, like it went in the cat box. So it's. I'm glad this cat is laying right next to me and warming up because I was scared to wake up this morning because I had no idea where it would be at, and I thought that this cat would freaking attack me.
Me personally, if I were to ever own a cat, I would want a Siamese cat that's declawed, but I know that's inhumane to have a cat that's because that is their defense.
You even have to sign.
No, I know. I know.
Sign something saying, "Hey, you're not going to declaw this cat."
But
obviously,
to me,
you're not going to know if you do or not. But
right. But to me,
I
like
want one of them naked cats, bro.
that's a Siamese cat. That's the.
no, that's
Siamese
a
cats
sphinx.
aren't naked.
That's a sphinx.
Same thing.
The Siamese cats are the big poofy furry ones. I had a Siamese cat growing up.
I was thinking of the naked cat like Matty.
Oh,
so
okay,
my bad. But me, if I were to own a cat, I'd want it declawed so it didn't. You guys know how Skylar is,
Scratch
but
up.
Exactly. But I wouldn't want to do that to a cat. That's why I don't own a cat, because I feel like that is inhumane to have a cat, which its only defense mechanism is like
Is
scratching and
yeah.
stuff. So,
It's like to
but
take out your fucking fingers as a human.
yeah, that's kind of crazy. So I that's why I don't own cats, because I
Yeah.
don't want it to be like
But
that.
at the end of the day, like Benny could scratch up Skylar not on purpose.
Right, right,
Benny could
right.
bite her. Benny could do
Yeah,
this. Like cats are more domesticated than dogs. You
right,
had cats back in the Egyptian era. You
right.
don't see any pictures of dogs. It's all cats or
Dude,
hieroglyphics or anything. You
yeah.
know?
And what's crazy too, so dogs actually became a thing in somewhat of a thing in the Egyptian time. So they were like the vacuum cleaners of that era, bro. Like people would have animals to clean up their messes after they were done eating. Fun little historical fact. But
You cats or dogs?
huh? Both.
What'd you say?
Both.
Cat?
Yeah, both.
Oh,
Both.
okay.
But yo, check this out. Since we're talking on animals right now, so everyone tuning in, welcome to the pod. Make sure you hit that follow button. But check this out. Breaking news. This was the other day. So I shouldn't laugh, but a dolphin was found shot on a Louisiana beach. Right? So, according to NBC News, a $20,000 reward is being offered for information leading to whoever's responsible for fatally shooting a bottlenose dolphin found riddled with bullets on a Louisiana beach last month. A person spotted the dead juvenile dolphin March 13th on March 13th. That's probably a typo. April 13th. It could be March 13th. I have no idea. I think that's a typo. Could be no, it could be March. But the dolphin had injuries consistent with being shot with a firearm. The NOAA said. So me, when I read that story, is one, my ignorant brain says, "Why is there dolphins in a Louisiana area?" That doesn't sound like a Louisiana thing. Like that's like more alligators or something weird. So that's just a weird
Okay.
story for me here. But two, like, why are you shooting a dolphin? The only thing that comes to my mind is that the dolphin beached itself and whoever was there was maybe solo or maybe a two-man job. I don't know how much a dolphin weighs, but the only thing that comes to my mind is the Louisiana person or the person in Louisiana at the time, who knows, probably was like, dude, this dolphin's going to die. Let me just put it out of its misery, and maybe shot it that way. But I don't see a dolphin being over like 500, 600 pounds. But I can be completely wrong, bro. Like, I feel like if I saw a beach dolphin, I can pull that thing back in the ocean. But that's just me.
Okay.
No.
I'm 260 though.
So I'm gonna first off, the first thing that comes to mind for me is Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, where
Okay.
they're trying to find the freaking missing dolphin
Right.
for the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
But second off, I can see people being drunk, seeing a freaking dolphin, and then just shooting it. Because
Like,
guess what?
maybe
You never seen a beach dolphin before. Like,
you
let me
think
shoot it.
maybe they thought it was a shark?
No,
Hey.
unless they're drunk.
I mean, dude, I've surfed a lot in my time, and I've been in waves with dolphins in it. And first glance, when you see that fin
Yeah,
in the
they look
water,
like
it look like a goddamn shark, like
Yeah.
crazy. But
but
on
I-
land, like,
I-
bro, how
dude,
you mix up
do
a
you
dolphin
know
versus a shark?
Louisiana? I don't know Louisiana, but I think I do know Louisiana. It's like Florida.
I
It's
think
the second Florida, bro. And it's just
Louisiana's
like
crazy.
they're on their freaking pontoon boats. They're on this, they're on that. They're probably crawdad fishing, they're probably fishing or something, and they see a freaking dolphin. Maybe they think it's a shark, but boom, boom, boom. How did it say how many shots?
it just says riddled
Riddled
with
so a
bullets.
lot.
So a lot.
I guarantee
You ain't shooting it one, two times.
Yeah, no, riddled with bullets means like probably a whole mag.
Yeah.
So I just think it was nothing like, oh, I'm the dolphin killer, I'm gonna make a statement for. I think it was just, dude, I'm gonna you're with your buddies, let's just
Put it out of its misery type thing.
Matty Ice and Dr. Carter on a fucking boat. We got weapons.
Always.
We've been drinking. Hey, you won't do that. Hey, you won't do that. Sure as hell I won't do it. Like that it's I don't think it and unless if it was an endangered species, okay. I feel like that would be a little bit crazier. But like it's just a dolphin, bro. Like rest in peace to the dolphin. Like that's sad.
I don't know if you're. Are you allowed to? I don't even know if you're allowed to fish for dolphins.
I don't think you I think they're like sea turtles. Like I don't think you can even touch dolphins in specific areas or like kill
It
them
is
or
illegal for U.S. citizens to hunt, capture, kill marine mammals, including dolphins. Um, so the Marine Mammal Protection Act of 1972 protects dolphins and some species that are also listed under the Endangered Species Act. So yeah, you're not allowed to kill, hunt, fish, marine mammals.
And what do you mean by that, though, Matty? What does that mean? What's that? Break it down. Break it down.
marine mammals like wallabies,
Like a
Like the
freaking
like a
bigger fish,
dolphin,
like not a
a
fish, but like a
whale,
bigger
oh
mammal.
yeah, like a wallaby is huge, bro.
a wallaby. Talking about a
Yeah.
kangaroo, man?
Oh, what's the sea ones that look like manatees? There we go,
Oh, manatees.
manatees.
Yeah, so basically anything that breathes air, Lucas.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
you're not
got
allowed to.
I just got word that my Wrangler they got just brought back from Turo. I forgot to add that earlier. The window got cracked, so that's gonna be fun to pull up to a cracked fucking windshield
Bro,
to pick up
how
my car.
many times do you have to have inconveniences to be like, dude, I am done with this shit?
I mean, so with the Wrangler, for example, I just told this guy too straight up, like, the Wrangler is such a weird window design that it's at like a 45-degree angle, like, and it's kind of flat. It's not bowed out like a normal. So usually when a rock hits a normal car window, it kind of bounces off or it has that type of deflection. But the Jeep Wrangler is kind of straight up and down. It's not an aerodynamic vehicle at all, and it's such a small windshield um, that when a rock hits it, it kind of cracks. Looking at the photos that this guy just sent, it looks for sure like a just a freak accident of a rock
Freak
hitting it.
accident. Oh, okay.
But
So is that going to be on you?
no, no. So that's on the guest. But me, I'm a very picky person. And the
Yeah.
first time this happened, it's like, okay, it was an original Jeep. Because there's different, just like shoes. You got your Crocs, and then you got the shoes that look like Crocs. You got your knockoffs, right? So Safe Flight pulled up on me and was like, yo, we can replace it for free using this Turo's insurance plan. But if you want the original Jeep window, it's going to cost you $800. Me, you rented my car with an original Jeep, original parts on it, you have to pay for it to get it back. So I don't know what this guy's insurance is going to do, but it's like if it's not an original Jeep window, like you're fucking paying for it. Like
Yeah.
I don't want no knockoff windshield because again, like that's just not how you got it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's again, like it was about to be rented out, I believe on Friday. So this obviously is gonna take a hit because we can't rent out a vehicle with a cracked windshield because it's a liability at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So that hurts the
And,
earnings.
it's
But
illegal to drive with a cracked windshield.
right, right. So we'll see what happens. Booski ain't going to be happy to hear that, but
Yeah.
what
But
could you do?
that's
Freak
that's
action.
kind of like
Freak action.
yeah, and that's kind of like the game that you're gonna have to play with, especially with Turo. Like
Right.
renting out a car, like you never know what's gonna
You
happen.
never know. And you don't know how they drive it. Like I can have air tags in there all day like I do, and you just don't know. Like, are
Yeah.
they off roading it? Are they flooring it?
Right. Right.
So.
That you're a better man than I am. That's for sure.
Did you see this stuff with Escape from Tarkov, Luke?
No, bro. I forgot about that game.
So they have this whole, and they've been working on trying to make it right, but it's been an ongoing thing for like the last week and a half. They're basically dropping a whole new edition of the game, and there's like new things that you can do in the game. There's like a multiplayer offline mode and exclusive like things for your stash. Like your stash is bigger, like
Damn,
bigger things for your hideout.
that's pretty
But
cool.
it's like a whole new edition and you have to pay for it. And I don't know if you remember when we purchased Edge of Darkness,
Right,
when we bought it, it said all future DLCs will be included with this edition. It's a limited edition.
right.
We're not going to sell it forever. They finally stopped selling Edge of Darkness probably 6 months ago.
Crazy.
It was available for so
So
long, even though
long.
it was limited
That's why I was like,
edition.
yeah, I think this is fake.
Yeah, and they finally like took it off, and like no, we're not going to sell that one anymore. But let me see if I can find it. I think I liked it on Twitter or X. Let me see
Let me
here.
guess. For that new stuff that they're doing, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, the new stuff
Yeah,
they wanted you to pay for it,
that's crazy.
but
Even if you
I
have
can't.
EOD,
Even if you have EOD, yeah.
wild.
Maybe did I take a screenshot on this one? But they're they're trying to fix it, right? Like they're trying to make it right. But even what they did to make it right ain't right. So a bunch of the streamers are kind of boycotting the game right now, not playing the game. Okay, here you go. So this is now I'll briefly summarize about about the PVE access. We've decided to open it up for EOD owners for free, but we will do it in waves. As I said before, we don't have the server capacity right now. We will start the process as soon as possible. We've also decided that we will add MOD support for PVE mode after the release of the game. So it's called the Unheard Edition. They said about the Unheard Edition, we will not remove it. We want to keep this option open for those who want to support the game more. But we will balance the items, perks in this edition, as well as we will provide more reward for those who upgraded at the old price. So basically, they're kind of just saying fuck all the people that that
I feel like that's illegal,
Damn.
dude. That's
made
like
us who exactly. It's such a scam, bro.
like a
Like they just
scam, bro.
scammed us all.
And what's
And
crazy,
they've been in beta for how long?
so long. And what's crazy
Is
is
it still in beta or no?
Yeah,
probably, yeah. It's like
100%.
Fortnite. I think Fortnite's still in beta, right?
No, it's not, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Bro,
Fortnite's still not in beta,
I'll bet you
bro.
$5 it's still
Maybe,
in beta.
maybe, Lego Fortnite. Fortnite's still not in beta, bro. There's no way that they're gonna have this game's been out for 6 years.
I think a Tarkov's been out for longer than
No,
that. I think Tarkov's been
even
out for 7 years.
even no, because it was in when I was in Japan. I want to say like 2017. 2017, 2018 is when Fortnite came out. And they even started Fortnite started as a save the world PvE, like, hey, do this. And then they're like, hey, we're gonna drop this battle royale. And by God, did they freaking kill that shit, bro. And
Hmm.
I even told some of my buddies, because that's when PUBG was a thing. And I was like, dude, PUBG about to go, like, Fortnite's gonna take the battle royale by storm.
And it did, bro.
And sure enough, Flossy Buffalo, you in here, brother? You in here? No, you probably not. But
Sleeping.
I
Dreaming
told him,
about
I was
Patty
like,
Mahomes.
no,
I'm here.
uh,
I'm
I'm
here.
here.
I'm here.
Catch them all. But
Darius.
but yeah, like Fortnite. That's the only battle royale I'll ever play.
Right.
Fuck Call of Duty. Fuck PUBG.
Yeah, Warzone 2 cracked for me, bro. I just so
Dude,
many
yeah, like
shield or
if you
plates, I guess you can say.
yes,
Like it's too
and
much.
it's so hard to see like people and to see like the loot on the ground and to see this and to see that. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm picking up. I don't even know if
I
there's anything to pick up after I kill him.
I
Like
don't know.
it's crazy. It's crazy. But what I want what I wanted to talk about
What do you want to talk
flashbang.
about, man?
No, so
Sunburn, man.
once Luke gets back, I want to see how you guys feel about this. But it's the Mike Tyson and freaking Jake Paul fight.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
So Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, right? So now it is an actual fight.
I heard about
Yeah.
something like that. I haven't read the
Like
full
On
thing, but
Netflix too.
it's an actual fight. Like it's not like, oh, this is just an exhibition, like all this kind of stuff. No, this is going to be sanctioned as a professional fight.
And it's gonna be on Netflix, which
And
is the
it's gonna
weird
be
thing.
on Netflix, which is weird.
which is
But
crazy because I think
the rules of it, um, it's going to be set for 8 rounds, 2 minutes a round, which usually the rounds are 3 minutes.
right.
And then the gloves are going to be 14-ounce gloves, which they're usually 10-ounce gloves.
10, right.
So it kind of favors both of them. Like the 2-minute fight, just because Mike Tyson a little bit older, like it'll help him. And then the 10-ounce gloves also is going to help him a little bit. But the fact that this is going to be a professional fight, and there's a bunch of like boxers and former heavyweights and former boxers, former champs
On the card, like the
no,
undercard.
that are saying like, so Abel Sanchez, a retired trainer, said disappointed all the hype leading up to it. That being said, I think it benefits Mike, but the luster of the unknown of what is left in Mike is diminished. Billy White, assistant trainer for Tyson, it's Marquez de Queensberry rules. Yet no matter what the rules are, I always say you can throw all that out the window when 2 opponents climbing between the ropes and the bell rings. Tony Tucker, retired heavyweight boxer. That's a little different. I'm used to 3-minute rounds. It may be reasonable because of Tyson's age.
Yeah.
You mean these guys are changing rules? I'll bet a quarter on Mike Tyson. Like just a bunch of people are weighing in, being like, "Yo, like."
I still feel like Mike's
What?
just gonna.
That's what I'm thinking
I
too.
I think what started this whole change is Mike Tyson did a couple interviews about like trying to hype up the fight, but someone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, how is this expedition fight? I heard you guys are using headgear. I heard you guys aren't doing this and then that's when Mike Tyson had to explain it like, "No, we're not using headgear. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
expedition, but it's still a real fight." So I
Yeah.
think they started losing traction once like those like stipulations started coming out. So I think they had to
Yeah.
go down this route to make it like find a place to make it sanctioned because it's like, dude, no one wants to watch headgear with weird
Oh,
this,
yeah.
weird that. Like we want to see a real fight. We don't want to see
Yeah.
a Logan Paul versus Mike Floyd Mayweather where it's an expedition, so it kind of was goofy. So it's like
and no one took it serious.
right.
Like,
So to avoid all that, to avoid all the controversy, whoever wins, right? There's still going to be controversy now that this is a full sanction fight, but it's
Yeah.
gonna like now there's no like, well, because they had headgear, well, so,
Yeah.
so that will help
I don't,
for sure.
But I don't think there's gonna be headgear now.
No, full
Like-
full sanction fight. It's gonna be no
Yeah,
headgear,
like
but obviously
yeah.
the rules you just described.
But it was just like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like this is actual a sanctioned fight now.
Yeah,
Like
that's wild.
For the longest time, it wasn't. It was just like, oh, exhibition. Like we just want to see them. We just want to make money. Like
Yeah.
it's type deal. Obviously, they still want to make money, but
It's crazy because I feel like if Jake Paul loses again, he has that opportunity to be like, well, I fought the greatest boxer in the world.
yeah.
But also a lot of people are going to look at it like myself. It's like, bro, he's washed, like fighting career over type situation.
Yeah.
But if he wins, now here comes that double-edged sword. Well, he beat the best boxer in the world, but then it comes down to, well, the best boxer in the world.
Hello?
We froze again. The best boxer in the world is also, what is he, 62 now or something crazy like that.
Yeah, he's super old.
So it's
Well,
like,
actually, that's not super old.
if
No,
he
but
wins, nothing to gain. If he loses, he still has stuff to lose. So it's kind of a weird fight because it's not like a make or break type thing, but at the same time, it kind of is. So it's super weird. If he wins, a lot of people are going to be disappointed because he did beat the best pound for pound boxer in the world of our era. I guess we can rephrase that so people aren't getting mad. Oh, Muhammad Ali. My favorite boxer is Muhammad Ali, but I would rather step in the ring against Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson. Like, you step in the ring with Mike Tyson,
Yeah,
you know
and-
you're getting
and-
knocked the fuck out. Like, he's coming to destroy you, bro. Like, so it's kind of a not a win or lose. Like, if he wins, he gets hate. If he loses, he gets even more hate. Like, there's no way around that one. But it's still, I'm gonna tune in for sure.
Oh yeah, and especially since it's on Netflix, super easy, super like you don't
Frankie.
gotta jump through hoops to like, hey,
Right.
buy ESPN Plus,
Yeah.
buy freaking HBO Max, buy this.
Right.
Like everyone, like, okay, I won't say everyone, but the majority of America has Netflix and has a Netflix account. And again, I don't know how Netflix makes their money, to be honest.
Subscription.
Like, they have moved. Being out, like it's not just like, oh, subscription.
Well, Netflix
That's
also
how-
raises the subscription fee every
Yeah.
Well,
2
that's
months
true
now.
too. That's true too, but like they gotta make their money another way, not just from subscriptions, because like,
Well, I'm sure they're
Well,
gonna get anyone who's gonna, like, like UFC where they have this stuff on the ring. I'm sure whoever's gonna be on that ring, they have to pay a portion to Netflix. I'm sure Netflix getting their
now
cut.
Netflix has like apps on it and games. I don't know if you guys seen this. Have you? Hello?
Netflix
Hello?
had. Listen, I just wanted to bring this up real quick because you asked this question. Netflix has around 269.6 million subscribers.
Okay, yeah, they're making all their money from their
Mm-hmm.
subscriptions.
How much is Netflix?
Well, like I think the base now is like $8
Let's see plans and
or
pricing.
14. I have the most expensive one because
So the standard, so they have a standard with ads. Even if that's the one you had, is $7 a month.
Yep.
7 times
Yep.
269 million people every month.
Yep.
Every month,
But,
they got plenty of money.
200. So that's,
And most people have this, like,
is that $1 billion right there?
we have this premium subscription,
Yeah, $21.
which
21. I
is
think it's $21.99.
$23. So let's just say,
yeah.
let's just say everybody has. Let's just average it out. Everybody's got the $15 subscription
Okay.
times 269 million. Let's just do that.
That's in the
If
billions.
the calculator can't even do it, man. There we
That's
go.
in the-
Yeah,
that's in the
4
billions.
billion. 4 billion. That's a
Okay,
month.
Is that yearly or monthly?
That's a month.
Okay, so then they're paying people to
Frankie.
get on their freaking.
He's chilling, man. Look at him.
No. They're coming to Netflix. So, hey, we want this to be the
push out,
biggest. Yeah, they want the biggest box.
But why would they want to do that? They're not making any money off of it.
No, I'm sure sponsors are paying Netflix. It's like Super Bowl ads.
I'm saying Netflix has got to shell out some money too.
Nah.
Yeah, they're gonna pay some money. Too.
No, because they're the platform. Like they're going to Netflix. Does that make sense?
But like some of these movies,
Yeah, but they pay money to broadcast.
They're not even out in theaters. Like most of these movies,
because now Netflix can charge all the people that want to advertise during the fight. So Netflix pays to get the fight, and then they get to charge. Okay, Luke wants to advertise for his power washing business. Like, we're gonna charge him. It's gonna be like a Super Bowl commercial type of charge. Any advertising that's on the in the ring and all that shit.
They were there's talks with the UFC hosting it at the Raiders Stadium. What's it called? Alphi Stadium or
Legion.
Legion Stadium?
You think it
So
was SoFi?
whatever. Same thing, but the UFC is
Oh,
looking to
Compare y'all
have
to LA, bro.
I know.
the
What the fuck, dude?
the
This
UFC
I
guy,
would
is
me personally, I wouldn't let that slide, man.
the
bro.
UFC's coming to the Raider Stadium soon, bro. That's what the talk
Sign
of
me
the
off
town
stream,
is.
bro.
That'd be
Fucking
crazy. That'd be so many people.
yo, that would,
Wild.
How many
especially with
people? Because
Vegas.
once they could fill up the floor, because like how many people does that place seat?
64,000,
70,000,
something crazy
Yeah.
like
64,
that.
and then imagine you're able to fill up the whole bottom, the full field with
Crazy.
chairs and
That
shit.
would be wild.
Yeah.
Probably have
Yeah.
like 80,000 people in there watching a
That'd
fight.
be
Oh yeah,
crazy,
100%. That
dude.
would be crazy.
What a wild stadium to have it at, like a brand new, just mega stadium with
nuts.
I
in
cannot-
Vegas,
Oh,
where
bro.
people throw down millions of
Hey,
dollars a
if
day.
I'm
Dude.
already, if you guys are freaking down, like we should make a
That'd be
Vegas
tight.
trip to the freaking stadium and
That would
watch a
be
game.
crazy, dude.
Just to experience it because
Oh,
drove
I thought you were talking
past-
about the UFC to watch a game.
Yeah,
I'll
just
think of
just to
that.
be like whenever the freaking Seattle Seahawks or freaking San Francisco 49ers.
I'm coming. I'm dressing up in Raider gear, bro. I ain't trying to
Yeah.
start no shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
be in
like,
my Raider shit.
but just dude, I drove past the stadium and it was like
Yeah,
6 o'clock in the morning. I was barely awake. That shit was dope. Was a dope stadium. So I could only imagine just going in there and just seeing like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be dope.
like
One of
there's
my
a
old
reason
bosses
why.
went there and they did the tour.
Yeah.
You could like do a tour. They like went through the locker room and like there's tons of memorabilia. It was him and his son. They had a good old time, man.
Yeah. No. I would love to do the freaking tour. Like, and it's the best time. Well, I don't know if the best time's now. Probably the best time is after the season ends, just because they're not
Yeah, I
using
think
it.
I don't know if they. No, I think he did it during the season. I think they did the
Oh,
tour and
really?
then watched the game. Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
wow.
I'll have to
Probably,
ask him. I'm
probably
almost
paid,
positive that's exactly what they did.
probably paid a pretty penny for that then.
We were making a lot of money back then.
You know what we should do? The Already Dead pod. We need to go down, and we need to. I've never done it. I've been on a big ass boat for my senior graduation by it, but to do an Alcatraz tour, bro. And I don't know if
Oh,
we're
I
able
did
to
that.
live stream it, but that shit would
No,
be
yeah, you can.
crazy. That would be tight.
Yeah,
Dude.
Alcatraz was cool. I went there.
That'd be tight. Do an Already Dead pod when we're on Alcatraz, dude. That'd be crazy.
99.99 with 3 minutes left, boys.
Oh shit.
Uh, the Wolves swept the Suns too.
Yeah.
What do you think KD's gonna do, man? Think KD's gonna stick around, or do you think he moves on again?
He's gonna move on because
He's
he's
gonna
already
move
said
on.
that he didn't feel like him and Devin Booker were. He was a part of the
He sh-
scheme.
He
should've
chasing
just
rings,
stayed
bro.
He should have just stayed in Golden State, bro. I don't know what he
Oh,
was thinking. He should have just stayed there. He wanted to
Chasing
go and
rings,
prove that
dude.
he could. That's the problem. He wanted to prove he can go win
yeah.
a ring like without Steph, but he couldn't. If he would have just stayed, my God, bro, he would have been in the GOAT talk.
Yeah. He's still in the he's still in not the goat talk, but
Mm,
Get
he.
swept in the first round.
Hey,
That's
I don't
kind
know.
of
He be in the
yeah,
P
with
Diddy
Devin Booker
talk right
too.
now. You
That's
see some of
kinda-
them sus clips coming out where he be kind of holding on a little bit too long. People.
I mean, like even like if LeBron got swept in the first round at this point, he's
Yeah.
40 years old. But even LeBron ain't. He's like, I ain't getting fucking swept. 3 minutes left in the game. LeBron's still out here trying to bring it back to LA.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, the series should be 2-2, to be honest. The
Why do you think that?
What do you mean? We had a freaking 20-point lead in game 3.
Yeah, but they
And then
let
it came,
go. I mean,
and that's what I'm saying. It should have been 2-2.
I thought you were saying you were like cheated out of something. Like it was like
No,
bad
no,
ball or something.
it should have been 2-2. We were up 20, and then we let them win 99-101.
I don't think the Lakers got the stamina to come back. But
Yo, but there's been a lot of like 0-51 when teams are down 0-3. So it could be a huge headliner, especially with the
That's
Nuggets.
what I'm
Like,
saying. You know what I'm saying? Like if because we already know the NFL scripted. We're
yeah,
not sure on the NBA. So it would kind of be like, oh, LeBron, first guy to come back from a 3-1 deficit.
yeah.
Now he's the first guy to come back from a 3-0
Oh,
deficit.
yeah, yeah.
It would kind of just be the perfect story.
Yeah, but we all know Denver ain't letting that slide, bro.
They might
Yo,
not have a choice in the matter. If it's scripted, who
right?
knows?
Yeah. And I'm not saying NBA scripted at all, but
I'll say it.
but if this shit does happen, like,
We gotta look into it for sure.
We got to do some
okay,
investigations. Detective
okay.
Detective Chrome and Detective Matty are going to be on the case
Like
with
that,
our
that
with
shit.
our fresh recruit, Detective Dr. Carter.
Detective Dr. Carter. You know who I would love to see is the Dallas Mavs, bro. I'm a big Shark Tank fan, so I love just watching Shark Tank. I also love Mark Cuban on the business side of his career. So that just
Yeah.
makes me lean more towards like the Dallas Mavs. But
That's who
again,
Nick thinks is going to win it all. Nick
I
is like
that would
Nick
be
said hot
gangster,
take.
dude.
I
Didn't
think
That'd
the
they?
be
Mavs
gangster.
go all the way.
Didn't the
That'd be
Mavs
gangster.
I
just?
kind of agree with him.
Didn't the Mavs just get? It's like 3-1. Oh no, the Clippers
They're
tied it up
tied.
2-2.
Yeah, they're tied up.
2-2.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
But I mean, the Clippers, they got so much they got so many players on that team.
Right.
I know. I
If they
know.
didn't do something, it would just be so sad.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Especially when they
I
just
think the Mavs are gonna fucking kill him,
I
but
don't know. I forget his
I
name.
think it's over now.
Who they just re-signed, but he's making 50 million for his extension, like for a 3-year extension. He's making like 50 mil or something crazy on the Clippers.
That's not even
The
that
dude,
crazy.
the dude who's got that goofy laugh, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Kawhi
Kawhi,
Leonard.
Yeah, yeah,
his contract
yeah.
is way bigger than that.
Oh man. But I mean, that was all the questions and topics I had to bring up. I don't know if anyone else got any questions or topics.
I was just gonna talk
Let me
about
see.
freaking
Let me see his contract. Let me see this.
my
It was a
Kit
3.
Kat.
Lucas, you missed a digit, buddy.
Oh my.
It was 3 years, 152 million.
For 3 years
Oh,
though, that's 50 million.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. 50 million per year. So it's a 3-year
Oh,
contract.
I thought you said 50 million over 3 years.
Oh, 50
I
million
misheard. I
per
misheard.
year.
I misheard you. My bad. I was like, dude, that's chump. That's like what the rookies are getting.
Kai Kai said, "Is this where the party's at?" Mando.
Mando. I think that's Lucy. I think that's Lucy.
We need to make one of those. videos.
Mando, what does that mean?
Man.
Oh shit.
I'm lost.
So there's this rapper that me, Lane, and 2 other people met when we did this LA trip one day, and we're walking down the Hollywood Stars of Fame. This is back in 2016, something like that. And this is when CDs were still a thing, and there's a bunch of rappers like, "Yo, here's my CD, bro. You gotta check me out." And so we pick it up, and dude, we're like, "Oh, that's cool, man. We'll bump it." And he's like, "No, $10." And we're like, "Nah, bro, he ain't paying for your CD, dog." And he's like, "All right, keep it, bro. Keep it. If you like it, you fuck with me, hit me up on socials." So we throw the CD in, bro, and I think one of the songs was called Mando or something like that. And so we just took it and ran with it. We did some funny little videos, but yeah, one of the videos I would be coming out of like a washer or dryer or something. I'd be jumping out of a tree, like, "Yo, is this where the party's at?" Mando. And like he kept saying Mando as like a slang, like, oh, instead of saying like, "Oh, for sure," he was like, "Oh, Mando, bro." And like we didn't know what that shit meant because we're so young, bro. We're like 18, 19 out in the Hollywood, scene, and we're like, "What the fuck is Mando, dog?" And we like Google it, Urban Dictionary, like, "Yo, Mando is short for like mandatory, like for show," or like I'm sure it might have a different meaning nowadays, but we had no idea what the fuck it meant at the time. So I'm like, "Yo, is this where the party's at?" I'm crawling out of a bed, like under a bed, bro, with like an empty bottle of like Bacardi or something, Malibu. I don't even know, dude, but is this where the party's at? Mando. And then I don't know, it's just shit fucking, it's weird. I don't know, but that's some straight
No, that's
hustling
cool.
right there.
It's like a little inside joke.
Yeah, a little inside joke. So whoever that is, they've obviously seen the video, Mando. You know, shout out to that one rapper, bro. The song that we heard in the video, it was a banger, bro. I'm sure it's a banger to this day. I'll have to try. Let me see if I can find it right now. Throw it on. I don't remember the dude's name at all, but I'm gonna type in Mando here, see if I find something.
LeBron's got one more free throw. 105, 106, 26 seconds
Yeah,
left.
oh, he made it.
So we're all tied up then.
I
That
can't even
guy said,
find
"You
it.
gotta show the video."
Dude, from what I remember too, it was a banger. I don't remember what it's called though. I'll have to find it.
Jamal Murray bringing it up the court.
Yeah, I was gonna say Nuggets about to freaking score right now. But yeah,
Pick and roll. Here it goes.
She's still
Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray just hit it. 3 seconds left.
What's the score?
He made it.
Yep. Lakers are going home.
106, 106, 108.
Yep. What a game.
That's it.
That's it.
They didn't get a shoot.
No, he tried, but there's only 3 seconds left, no timeout, so he barely got across half court land and just kind of threw one up.
Dude, Jamal Murray's clutch.
Yo, so this dude's still making music. I found it, bro. I found it. He commented on one of my videos. Let me see. we about to pull this up. I wonder if we get copyright. Big Mama said, Elliot is home.
Look at that little man right there, man.
Big Mama 16 said, Elliot is home. Congratulations.
Are you saying Elliot is home as in like the Cowboys, Ezekiel Elliott?
I don't fucking know. We're in the comments, man.
I'm pretty sure. Out of here, bro. Get out of here.
Are we talking about a baby? We talking about what are we talking about?
No, that's Ezekiel Elliott. I'm pretty sure. I know who this Big Mama 1616 is. And she a Cowboy fan. And I'm thinking she's talking about Ezekiel Elliott.
Yo, boys, I have.
That dude is going to suck ass for the Cowboys, dude.
So I found the video. I don't know how we get to it. Let me see. Could someone look this up and screen share? Because when I tried doing it, it does not work. Actually, hold up. Share your screen. This is the dude. Here we go. So I'm gonna throw it on right now. So this song is called "Winning" by IVL, and this was the song when we were in Hollywood that he was like, "Yo, put this on." Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
I don't know if the stream can see it. Oh, there we go.
Ezekiel Elliott's gonna suck, Mom. Does he say Mando in here? Hey, does this dude do the Mando? Or what?
I don't know, bro. I haven't seen this video in years, dog. But this is the guy.
Okay.
Let me we'll stop streaming it. But that's the guy that was like
That
He-
made
I-
Mando a thing.
I talked to this dude. He handed me a CD and was like, "Hey, check out my CD. Check me out." And you gotta show your video, not his. Oh, my video.
Yeah, shit was talking about his
Well, this was the
video, bro.
backstory. This is the guy who made Mando because he kept saying like, "Yo, here's my CD." We're like, "Thanks for the CD. We'll throw it on. We're from NorCal. We'll start bumping it up in the yay area." You know, he said, "Oh, Mando." Instead of saying like for sure, for show, or okay, like he was saying Mando to everything. So we were like, "What the fuck is Mando?" Now, like, after the conversation with this dude for like 20 minutes, like, "What the fuck is Mando?" You want dance? I'll try pulling it up.
But
Let me see. You can't dance. You gotta get some clothes on, girlfriend. But while I'm pulling that up, I don't know if you guys want to throw in anything.
no,
Yeah,
I talked
I mean,
about
there was just 3 cops outside of my apartment. I don't know what the hell that was about. I caught it on the
God.
Ring camera. I don't know what the hell was going on out there. That's why I was like sitting here looking through my phone. Uh, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't really have anything else.
Okay, I found the video on my Instagram. I don't know how it's gonna look. I haven't looked at this in a hot minute.
this for the party set, and then you would like you edited it so that you just like disappeared, bro.
So
Or
goofy.
reappeared. Yeah, it's a goofy ass video, but that's funny as hell.
So we'll see here. This is Lucky Luke in the prime, you know. Oh, we have no audio. Hold on.
No, you did. You're good.
God damn it.
What are you doing, bro?
Where's the full video? The full video. What happened to the full video? No way, bro. Goofy trend, bro. I don't know why it's not playing the full video, but yeah, bro. I don't know. Goofy. The full video is amazing because I'm jumping out of a tree, dude. I'm crawling out from under a bed. Like, I'm hanging out a window on a 2-story building about ready to fall. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, I think that's it for me, boys.
Yeah, I'm.
My mini-me is
Matty just got
crying for
swatted,
me.
bro.
No way.
And it was you, Luke. I know it.
They're on to me.
What you doing?
I'm a
bro?
fan, bro. They caught me.
Bro,
They caught me.
bro, what you doing?
Oh shit, man. Well, I mean that's all the topics I had for this pod. You know, the dolphin getting murked in Louisiana, crazy.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention. Did you see that? Speaking of the dolphin, there was a shark. What kind of shark was it? It's like called a Greenland shark, bro. This was crazy. I thought you guys would find it interesting. These Greenland sharks that live to be up to 500 years old. So there's
Oh, like in
they
the ice?
yeah, they found this one Arctic Ocean. It's wandering the ocean since 1627. This dude is 392 years old.
Damn.
Jeez,
Yeah, they can live to be
that's
500 years old. I forgot to
crazy,
mention that earlier. It was just I thought that was wild, hella interesting.
bro. What is that in dog years?
How does that
What's
affect
cat to
LeBron's
dog
legacy is the
years?
real question, though.
You
said you're-
are my sunshine.
You said your cat is like A
Uncle
year
Jeremy
old. So what's
says,
that
"Why
in
don't
dog
you
years?
return his calls, Ryan? What you
Ah, shit.
me, bro?
Oh
What
God, you got his mic to
you
peak.
mean?
You got his mic to peak. We couldn't even hear him.
Bro, the last time he hasn't called.
Hey, who was that on your third person down, bro? Who is that, bro?
What?
Hey, I saw that.
I'll
Who is
even
it?
show you my
Who
freaking
is that,
calls
bro?
right now. I'll even.
Nah, he's deleting Uncle Jeremy's calls now.
I don't have anything. Are you? You gotta be messing with me right now, right? You
Dude, I get
messing.
that sometimes. Someone called me the other day and was like, "Hey, I tried calling you. Like, return my call." I'm like, I haven't got
No,
nothing. Like, super weird.
bro, I know friggin' Uncle Jeremy. Like, I definitely would return his call.
Uncle Jeremy
Or
looking for you, dog.
I would probably pick it up before, so I didn't even have to return his
He
call.
said, check your messages, bro.
He said, check your messages. All right.
He looking for you. He looking for you. You disrespecting Uncle Jeremy right now.
You owe
All right,
Jeremy some money, is
hold
what it
on.
sounds like. And you got a new cat, fancy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. What's going on here?
Jeremy ain't happy, man. He
Uncle
wants his money.
Jeremy looking for you.
Hey,
Yo,
Uncle Jeremy, for a small fee, I'll get the money for you.
I know where he lives. I can tell that cat to do some heinous crimes. And he did that shit yesterday for free.
Imagine the catnip element.
Yeah.
You add the catnip to it, man.
Okay. Okay. So.
Dun, 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 dun. So did he hit you up?
Oh, I guess he did, and I was an asshole. I was a straight up butt plug.
It doesn't surprise me.
Bruh.
You call Uncle Jeremy, man.
Bro, I will call Uncle Jeremy.
Better handle it, man. That's all I'm saying.
I saw the messages, and yeah.
I'm sorry, Uncle Jeremy.
Guess who
I
didn't
never
respond?
meant to hurt you.
I didn't mean to miss your call, but tonight
I'm
calling you back.
Hey.
But tonight I'm throwing up a podcast.
I guess we can end it on our sponsor, Sub-Zero Goodies. If you go on to subzerogoodies.com, you will be seeing some fresh freeze-dried candy. And if you want to buy something, use code ADP24 to get 10% off. Maybe that's why he's calling you, dude. He's like, hey, where's my candy at? You know?
Yeah, dude. Maybe he just needs the discount code.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for that discount code.
Okay.
He's a Raider fan, though, too, right?
Oh, he's a diehard Raider fan.
Maybe he's trying to chop it up, go to a Raider game,
Hey, a little bit about Uncle Jeremy. I got him socks that have my face on them.
That don't look like him, but I'm sure he's wearing them right now.
These are just white
Yo,
socks.
imagine wearing socks with your own face on it in public. Like,
bro, but
that gangster or not?
Whenever I go to Lodi or whatnot, like he'd be like, "Hey, look,
he's got them on."
He's got them on. I'm like, let's go.
Ryan coming in town. I gotta throw these socks on.
That's my boo right there. That's my boo right there.
That's tight. Murray in the clutch, bro.
Damn,
Jamal Murray hits the pull-up fall away with the 3.6 remaining to lift the Nuggets over the Lakers 4-1. Put a fork in them. They past them. Better luck next year, you know what I'm saying?
Shrimp pasta.
Better luck next year.
Bro, there's no next year.
LeBron.
Once LeBron's gone, like Lakers
LeBron gone.
Rebuilding stage.
Sean Don. King Kong.
Are we doing this?
The upper echelon shit.
Hey, before we check out, can we just do a little game? Can we just do a little game?
Yeah.
All right. You say one word.
Oh, here we go.
and then we have to try to. We all say one word together, right?
All
And then
right.
let's say you say NFL, I say
Well, that's an
football.
acronym.
You say football, I say
Field.
field, and then Luke says
Shoe.
35-yard line, right?
That's way more than one word, man.
We try to guess what we're like trying to all think of, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It's like a guessing game. Like
It's,
what?
it's almost it's almost like a guessing game. So
I'm
so think
confused though.
so
Why are
okay
we
so
all?
okay hold on
Who?
hold on hold on hold on just me and you since Luke is gone. Think of a word and then say it on. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna say it. All right. Think of a word.
Chair.
Can I fucking
Oh,
say
3, 2,
3, 2,
1.
1?
I got you. I got you.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's say you said 3, 2, 1. You said chair. I said table.
What?
Okay. What's a chair and a table? Oh, maybe that's a the freaking kid's high top. That's the kid. So you're like trying to. It's word association. We're trying to say a word, and then we all say the same word the next time.
I thought we were doing
I
like a
see.
rap game where we like.
I see. I see. I see.
I don't
I
see,
get it. I
but
get
let's.
it now.
let's get
I get it now.
You get it?
I get it now.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think Luke gets it.
Nah, I'm lost. Explain it to me like I'm 5 and you're writing this out
Just play the
It's
game.
on a
You
blank
just have
piece of paper.
just
it's
play it.
word association, and we're gonna say a word. We're all gonna say a word at the same time, and then we have to combine those words to be like, okay, next time we're gonna say the same word from all those words that we heard. Luke just doesn't get it.
He'll
All
get
right,
it.
go
Just
for it.
once
Go
he
for it.
plays
Go
it,
for
he'll
it.
get it.
Okay, hold on, hold on. Think of a word. Think of a word. You got a word?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, and after I say one, you say the word.
Track.
You get it?
Track.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Dog.
Car.
Microphone.
So car, dog, microphone. Now we have to figure out what word that we're all gonna say correctly from car, dog, microphone.
All right. I got my next word. I'm ready.
Okay, I got my next word.
It can be any word.
It could be any word, but we're trying to figure out what word we all want to freaking
So
say.
take the 3 words that we just said and like
So,
try to
yeah,
find something that
connect them.
connects.
Connect the words. It's word
All right,
association.
go for it. Go for it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Megaphone.
Bullhorn.
Computer. You're the cat. Clip it.
What the fuck we doing?
The cat.
Where
The
do you
cat.
fucking find a cat? Fuck. Someone clip that.
Bro, that shit. You see the little beady little eyes? What are you doing? Are you still back there?
Please clip it. What words did you say,
I
Luke?
said megaphone.
I said bullhorn.
computer. Megaphone,
Mega-
bullhorn. You guys
Is
are
that
you
what we
guys
were
are on the
okay,
same
so
page.
megahorn, bullhorn, and then computer. Okay. It doesn't when you say this next word, it doesn't have to be, I guess, one word. It can be a thing. All right. Hopefully, you guys are tracking on what I'm
Okay.
tracking.
All right, I got my next one.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Train
PA
horn.
system. What did you say?
I said
A
train.
rally, like a rally, like hey, like 1, 2, 3, 4. We
Okay.
want more.
Well, you said a computer, so I was like, a PA system. That's computer. That's okay. So PA
I'm
system.
going off of you guys because
PA system, rally, and train horn. I I don't have a word in my.
I don't either.
We like off the deep. Okay, okay. I got it. I got it. You guys should all get it too.
All right, go for it. The word I'm thinking of is
I don't have a word.
All right. Well, think of it. Think of a rally, a train horn, and a PA system. Just think.
all right. Three,
I'm thinking of one word. I'll give
three,
you a hint.
2, 1. Assembly.
A
Radio.
game.
What did you say, Luke?
I
A
said
samurai.
I said assembly, like an assembly, like a rally.
Okay, so assembly, radio, and game.
Like you're at the basketball game.
Yeah.
Okay, so assembly, game, radio. Okay, I got it. Please, please,
Natty,
Yo,
count
just
us down,
think.
bro.
just think.
3, 2, 1. The
Ballpark.
Super Bowl.
Microphone.
What?
Sorry, I said radio last. I
I
meant to
said
say
ballpark.
microphone.
I said the Super Bowl. Me and Luke are
Oh.
now we're on the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
page.
yeah.
Okay. Yo, you guys suck at this.
Do we?
I don't know. Natty and I tried.
Okay. So you said ballpark, Super Bowl, microphone. Okay, I got it. You guys got it?
No.
Say it again.
It's
Ballpark, Super Bowl, microphone.
Yo, just think.
I'm
I'm
thinking.
thinking,
I'm
man.
thinking, bro.
That
Count us
don't
down.
help nothing, bro.
Count us
What's a
down.
ballpark and a freaking Super Bowl? What is
I'm
it?
not even thinking that sport, but go for it.
What is the thing that everyone sits in?
Ah. See, you gave it away though.
I did.
3, 2, 1.
Stadium. Yeah. Oh, that
Yeah.
was easy. What? Yo, let's go.
Oh my
Crazy.
god. We too
I was gonna say
crazy.
before you said that, I was gonna say baseball field.
Oh.
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Crazy. Well, shit.
But yeah, I
Episode
feel like
4.
we should end it or start it or end it on like a funny little stupid game.
I like it. That was fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I thought.
So
All right,
We're
let's
just all little special needs. That's all.
let's end it on this, bro. Here we go. If you can't rhyme a word with that word, you have to leave DC. Last man standing.
no, this is all of our podcasts.
Okay, okay. Don't leave, but just stay there.
You have to
Okay.
mute yourself.
You have to mute yourself.
No, I won't mute Don't mute yourself. You just gotta look like a goofball, just not saying anything.
You just have to be quiet.
Okay, Dr. Carter.
Why are you trying to throw people out of the freaking podcast?
Fucking hell. All right, someone pick a word. Started. Let's go.
All right, time.
Who goes first?
Maddie.
The way
A
my
bag of limes.
rhymes.
Rhymes.
Are we going off that same word?
Yeah, he's got rhyme it.
Oh,
Crimes.
shit.
I said crimes.
Man.
Chimes.
Danny Dimes.
I got the best pickup lines.
Yo, I just went to freaking South Lake Tahoe to see them pines.
I bet you ain't got a chair that reclines.
Dang.
I bet you didn't see me doing them lines.
Hey, yo, call the cops.
No, they were already here.
I didn't know if anyone told you today, but you looking mighty fine.
Did you guys ever Google Amanda Bynes?
What the fuck is that?
He didn't Google it.
I'm Steph Curry,
Obviously,
but my foot was on the line.
I already said line.
But it's a different form of line. You got.
No!
Is that a DQ? I'm out this game, son.
This man saying line and line. It doesn't matter what type of line it is.
But it's a
bro.
different type of line, bro.
No.
Line, wine, swine. I could have said swine. Fuck. Hey, good GG's.
Sitting here drinking a nice glass of wine.
Hey,
See, now I'm
GG's,
thinking all of them, bro.
GG's, bro.
Yeah.
I'll take
Mine
an
was
L.
alright.
I'll take an L.
Dr. Tyler with the win.
I'll take an
With the
L.
win, baby.
I think we should clip it, run a survey, a poll, if that counts.
Bro,
But
you
hey,
said the same
I ain't
exact
salty. I'm not
word.
salty, bro. I'm not salty.
It doesn't matter if it had a different meaning. It's the same exact word.
You right. You right.
Line.
You right.
Uh,
You right. You right. You right.
You had plenty of other choices.
Ah,
Ones that
dog.
Matty could not think of. Bailed out. Only 3 words have been said. Matty, man, I'm done. All that rhyming's for city folk, man.
Shit.
Oh.
All right,
Wanna have a
boys.
stare down now, bro?
Well, shit. That is it for the Already Dead podcast, episode 4. If you weren't here during the live podcast, catch us on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, Spotify. Check it out. Be there or be square next time. Later, dog.